What is up, everybody? Welcome to HyperX Arena. We're here for Edgeguard II. I'm here with Foe.
Yep, hello. And up first, we're going to get right into things. We got Chase versus Dagpo. This is going to be Vegas versus SoCal.
Yeah, SoCal.
So Chase representing, I believe, San Diego.
Yeah, San
I think
Diego.
he's number one
in San Diego. Recently got a little bit low on the SoCal PR for his standards, but he doesn't really care about that. What he cares about is these big tournaments, and this is where he's going to be trying to make a name for himself.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like Chase also as a person is just very an unpleased kind of guy. I feel like he's always hungry for more.
Yes, absolutely. Always wanting that next W, that next accomplishment, and this might be that next one.
It could be. I mean, he is one of the favorites to win. I mean, not to count out Dagpo, but people have Sonics versus Chase as their grand finals. But then you have other heavy hitters like Mr. E is here as well.
Oh, yeah. Mr.
Yeah,
E.
representing from, like, the Midwest. So,
of course,
I mean,
and then obviously the Vegas talent is nothing to scoff at. We know Ven can absolutely do some damage. Ven beating Chase recently at Wave Dash in a really, really close set. So looking forward to seeing possibly them play, but right now we have Dagpo. And Dagpo is a Diddy Kong player, if I'm correct, right?
One of the best, in my opinion, probably the most technical Diddy Kong. I think Dagpo, honestly, used to be the best, but now he looks up to Tweak since Tweak started picking up, Diddy and getting great results. But Dagpo's going to be really thrilling to watch. I mean, he has great wins under his belt, like Gluttony from Genesis.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a great win. That was back when the Infinite was in the game, though. So although there's no Infinite,
there's a little asterisk on that win.
Yeah, but when you get Dagpo, when you get cutscene by this man, it's like the Infinite was never patched out.
I mean, we saw some of the crazy stuff that Tweak has been pulling off last weekend at the Ludwig Invitational, and that was just, oh my god. There were so many times where he killed someone from an absurdly low percenter. He hit them with like 80 damage with like 3 resets in a row. So not surprised to see a technical player as Dagpo who's going to be implementing those really long extended combos, making sure that he makes the most of every single opportunity. Yeah. And against a character like Palu, Palu's like one of their worst matchups. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Chase switch off the normal Palutena onto maybe the Steve, onto maybe something else.
Did he spoil you on that? Is that why you suggested Steve?
I mean, I know Chase plays Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've been following Chase. I'm pretty sure he's playing Steve.
Yeah, I got a little spoiled as well. I mean, as far as I know, I mean, Chase always keeps an ace in his hat. You know what I mean? So I don't know. He could be telling me one thing and then do another. But
did he tell you he was going to play
He
Steve?
told me he was going to go Steve.
Like start? Okay.
That's what he said. He's going to go Steve because so Chase respects Dagpo greatly in like a fear kind of way. Ever since Dagpo destroyed AC, and AC and Chase kind of have like a rivalry.
Yeah, I mean, they both respect each other in their own special way.
Yeah, and then Chase is just like, dude, I don't know Diddy Kong. I don't know how to fight this character. Dagpo looks really scary. So there is that little bit of fear there, and I feel like this switch to Steve just right off the bat is just goes to show the amount of respect that Chase has for Dagpo.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of Palu's worst matchups, along with, like, I don't know, Inkling, any of those characters that are, like, really short. And Banana is just an absolute menace for it. So I'm not surprised if, that it's, like, a respect thing, but also a character matchup thing. It's, like, both. When you don't respect somebody who plays a character that you're bad matchup with, you still just go your character because you're like, I don't care. I'm just going to better player you. But
absolutely.
When it's like Dagpo, nah.
Yeah, no. It's going to be really hard to fight an uphill battle as well as, just the amount of knowledge that Dagpo has on Palutena because Vegas is swarming with Palutena. It's one of the best Grandmaster. And it looks like we are locked in right now.
Was that Palu?
Nope.
No, Steve,
we are going Enderman, actually. So, yeah.
Steve
versus Diddy Kong.
He always plays Enderman.
And it looks like we're starting on Town and City, so a very interesting pick for Game 1 here.
Okay, and that was starting off, we see the up-B technology. That is something that I think Tweak was one of the main usage of that. And we came out earlier against some of the other strong Steve players. So not surprised to see Dagpo pulling that out. But right now it's looking like the starter is coming out for Chase.
Would you say barrels are like a counterplay to the walls that are being built?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. The up B, the barrel technology is one of the biggest ways that Diddy Kong has to deal with the walls. He explodes them all instantly if they're the dirt ones.
I'm seeing it right now because I know that Dagpo is a lab rat.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that he's always up on the latest. So I know that one advantage that Chase felt like he had in this Enderman matchup here was we don't have in Vegas a Steve player.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, Dagpo's not going to know the matchup. But, you know, if he's doing stuff like this, I mean, he might surprise us.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best ways for Diddy Kong to counteract that because all of his other hits, short range, weak, leave him vulnerable to a possible F smash coming out from Steve. But the barrels, you bounce right off and you bounce far away. And now the Edgeguard is here.
Oh my goodness.
What an up B. Oh, man.
Yeah, I also feel like that was a little misplay from Chase right there, overextending on the ledge a little bit. Dagpo's actually taking an unnecessary amount of damage from the barrels hitting the wall there, but I do feel like, oh my goodness.
He wanted to end his whole career right there.
I do feel like it's making Chase have to respect the space that Dagpo takes up from the barrels colliding though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just the pressure that it puts on you when all of your defensive resources are just eaten up instantly is really damning as a character like Steve because you don't have that scrap ability. Like, yes, you have back air and it's really strong, but Diddy Kong, when he's in your face, that's terrifying.
Yeah, backfires. Yeah, so honestly, it's looking like Dagpo did his homework.
Yeah. Still though, nice conversion. Once you get the banana as Steve, like that's when you run away with it. Woo. You make sure you never give that to your opponent because you know it's terrifying for Diddy to have it. But when Steve has it, he can just F smash you.
Absolutely, and especially at low percents, we've seen Steve players just string pretty much to death with jabs to forward air, and you're kind of seeing a lock right here. Not quite, you know, a solid 50%.
Yeah, I mean that was one of those things where you like if you're a Steve player, if you're like a maining Steve, not secondarying them, you might have had a way to get a kill there, but not if you're just picking him up for a couple secondary matchups.
Right. Well, Chase did say he had a Steve. I don't know how developed.
No, his Steve is developed. His Steve is very good. I've seen him play it multiple times on stream. I've seen him play it multiple times in tournament. But it's not like he's going to be that Akola, that Onin. Like
right.
You can't expect that out of a secondary character.
Yeah, he has a ton of characters, but there's kind of like a diminishing return when you start picking up so many characters. It's like, yeah, for certain matchups, this will be good, but it's not going to be like top level, as you said, like Nicola or, an Onin.
Right. So we saw a little bit of counterplay there. When Steve, comes back from the platform, he's invincible. He's trying to charge up his diamond, build it up there. You can run into him and push him off of the building station, and Dagpo did that, and it gave him a little bit of extra opportunity where Chase did not have diamond, but one more hit. Dagpo's already at 109%, did give the space for Chase to get that.
Yeah, and honestly, Chase is playing such a solid keep-away game, but yeah, and that's the conversion that we're going to see Dagpo do a lot at percents, like pretty much low to 0% is going to be those barrels, but that was a great punish. That's the second time that Dagpo's barrels colliding into that wall has netted Chase a stock.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. So normally Dagpo has been using barrels when Chase is on the other side of the wall to like break down the divider, but that time and the other time, Chase was like next to the wall, so it felt like an unnecessary risk. Like you were saying,
Chase
the jabs are coming out.
This could be huge, and that's diamond too.
Yeah, I mean that still huge amount of percent. We're evened up, but Chase low on resources. Only 2 cards left, and only 1 now as Dagpo beats the card out of him.
Yeah, and Chase has actually brought this back to an even game. He just needs to find his footing back on the stage because he's been spending a lot of this stock on pretty much the ledge to the left side of the stage.
Yeah, recharging that diamond up. Now Chase is slowly building up these resources. It's dangerous for Dagpo to be in the corner
that
like
dash
this.
attack. Almost killing as well.
Yeah, I mean, now Dagpo has been on the aggressive the whole game, but this is what's scary about Steve. Now, runaway back air.
Look at these back airs. They're so menacing. And Chase is so ready to just challenge Dagpo in the air-to-air here.
Oh, this should be it.
That could do it. That rage forward smash, but no.
Yeah, not wanting to go for the up smash because obviously on Town and City that's going to kill a lot later. Once again with the grab, no resources here for Chase. He's going to have to find his way back without a minecart.
My God. Dagpo covering so many options there at the ledge and also getting the forward air to net him the first game. Very well played. And honestly, that was looking pretty one-sided from the beginning, but Chase keeping things honest through and through.
Yeah, Chase a little bit angry at himself there. You see the little slap of the knee.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels so bad to have that like, that comeback factor. You're almost all the way back in the game. You just need one hit. You get that dash attack all the way in the corner, and then Dakpo slowly brings the game back under control. And now we do see the blue to nut coming out.
I had a feeling that, we're going for a comfort pick now. Even though this is an uphill battle matchup-wise, just the amount of hours that Chase put into Palutena might pay dividends here, and we're going to Battlefield.
Yeah, and I'm sure Chase has played this matchup before, but
there it is.
Yeah, it's the banana into the Rockets.
But yeah,
Man,
Chase played the matchup.
46 damage.
Well, I just got to say that explosion, it's like getting hit by 3 snake grenades. and it kills, too. And Dakpo can control the barrels. Like, he put so much time into perfecting this character. It's scary.
Yeah. Do you know if these are all best of 5 or if we're still in the best of 3
This is top 16, I believe.
Yeah,
no?
so we're still
so this should still be best of 3.
Oh, this is best of 3. Okay,
This should be. I could be wrong.
So in that case, Chase on his game point here for winners, still has a chance if he gets knocked into loser. Okay, no. So
correction.
We are best of 5.
Yep, this is best of 5.
Thank you, production. But okay, so we have a chance here. This is why I was not too surprised that we saw the Chase Steve in the first game, because it's like, okay, we got to try this out now.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, I still have some ground that I can make up if I play well.
Yeah, and Chase really determined to make it to Sonics, for that projected grand finals. But we'll see, because like I said, showing Dakpo the respect, just straight up going the Palutena here, he is putting up a good fight. But I honestly do feel like there is a bit of character matchup unfamiliarity on the end of Chase here.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing about this matchup is how you find kills on Diddy Kong, because it's so difficult to just catch him out when he's making mistakes. Oh, man, that almost
was a good up attack into the barrels. I thought Dakpo had it.
Yeah. Oh, but, yeah, I mean, Diddy Kong is so small, and the openings that you have on him are just minuscule. So this ledge trapping is incredibly important, but look at the timing mix-up. Faked going early, and then went to the side, and still the dash attack not killing.
Yeah. And wow, what a trade. That had to have been accidental from Dakpo.
No, you're trying to go to the ledge there every time.
Yeah, unfortunately, Diddy Kong, if you overextend on the ledge just like a pixel too high, you will both blow up. But like you were saying earlier, another advantage that Diddy Kong has is it's just hard to juggle him.
Yeah.
Palutena gets a lot from her juggles with her massive up air. It does damage, it kills. But just chasing Diddy, and he can pretty much land for free in most matchups. Like, you have to be ready to get his high recoveries because he has so many mix-ups to make it back.
Right, exactly. That pop gun cancel plus the side B give him such good maneuverability in the air. Even though he doesn't really have great air acceleration, it's just, it's enough to have all of those different movement options. And now we see the down tilt into the grab. Diddy setting up this ledge trap. Scary for Palu. How do you get off? Just gets a jump out of there and do an air dodge. Totally fine for Chase. And now gets the banana and now has a big conversion for Chase. Okay. I'm seeing some signs of life.
And speaking of air-to-air challenging, I feel like Dakpo's actually stuffing out Chase a lot. Like, Chase, that's one of the first nairs that Chase has hit in this set. Dakpo's just really not giving Chase any space in the neutral.
Yeah, the main way you can... Oh, wow.
Great punish.
Yeah, really good punish. The main way you can catch Diddy with the neutral air is when he's aerial, trying to air like you said.
Yeah.
It's a really good option that beats almost all of Diddy's aerial options. I think the monkey flip will beat it sometimes, depending on where it's at in the animation. Mm-hmm. So you do have to be careful about trying to trade with that, but generally the Nair will scoop up any of Diddy's aerial approaches.
Right. And look at the chase going on right now from Dakpo. He's the chase. That's why I started saying the hunt instead of chase whenever Chase is on. I'm just in the habit of it now.
Oh, you're fine.
But Dakpo just gets so aggressive when it comes to pushing these advantage states. He just knows Palutena so well. I mean, when your training partner is a Palutena at the level of someone like Grandmaster, you're no stranger to knowing when Palutena is in a disadvantage and that you could just go in.
Yeah, and look at, once again, these mix-ups.
Woo, that DI was sus, though.
Yeah, that's what I call the Bermuda Triangle DI.
Oh, my God.
Never to be seen or heard from again.
Oh, my God, that's amazing. Why have I never heard that before?
I don't know. All right, now Chase, but still, even though he got that kill, even though the Bermuda Triangle DI was there, this is just so difficult to find your way back on a stage. Going into the high platform, significantly good option.
Oh, my God, is that it?
Banana ass smash. Yep.
Oh, yeah. No, Chase is definitely angry. I don't know if we caught that on stream, but that was a punch to the kneecap right there. This man.
He is revved up, pissed. And a little bit of controller slam.
Very emotional player. Probably mouthing some useful advice to himself right there.
Oh, yes. Definitely very useful advice. I don't know about you, but every time I see a player slam their controller, I'm like a little annoyed because I'm like, okay, you're mad, I get it. But your controller is what is – you need that.
Yeah,
you need that to keep you in the game.
Vital.
Don't break your controller right now. Come on, man.
If I had to guess, if I were to go up and talk to Chase right now, I guarantee you he's mad at himself for going Palutena when he knew not to do that.
Steve? Yeah.
When he knew not to do that.
Yeah.
That's what I would assume.
I agree. I mean, it was so close as Steve. One of the things, though, when you're playing a character that's like a counter, the barrels went
It actually works. Let's go.
Wow. Normally, that's just to break the walls. I didn't think it would get the damage, too.
Yeah, no, because this time around, Chase was just standing
right?
too close. He was standing too close to the explosion there.
Yeah. But like what I was saying, when you playing a counterpick character and it's close and you're just worried that the counterpick isn't good enough and they might adapt to your options. So it's definitely possible that Chase just didn't have a lot of confidence in the pick.
Yep, but it's like you got to stick to a game plan.
Right,
Stick to a game plan and go with it. Because if not, you're just going to end up frustrated when the thing that you knew wasn't going to work doesn't work.
Yeah, and okay, here's the down tilt.
Oh, and Dagpo.
That was supposed to
with the homie stock.
Probably be a turnaround up B, but unfortunately the side B came out, and that's it for that stock. And Chase will take that any day.
Yeah, and I mean, and Chase can push this lead so much here. It looks like, honestly, at low percents, if he starts getting anything with a jab, but great DI right there. I was going to say Dagpo could bring this back to even, but Chase still can build a ton of extra credit. Oh,
really nice air dodge there. I thought that was going to connect for sure.
God, man. Dagpo's advantage state is just so impressive to watch when he starts, like, just how oppressive he could be at the ledge. Look at that. Chase has nowhere to go.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that Steves will almost always do is they'll use that first minecart and then immediately go into that horizontal up B, and that is something that Dagpo has already stiffed out. But now a nice little air-to-air there with the sword fair.
Yeah, I'm surprised that just beat it out. I think that was just a jump neutral air, like a jab that just beat out the monkey flip. Well timed.
Yeah. Well, when Steve does an instant rising forward air, it comes out with the sword. I think that was a sword fair, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm not 100%. But anyway, not even using the diamond for the stock, and it gets the forward smash. If you had the diamond, that would have been it.
Yeah, just a bronze punish, though.
Yeah, and this is a difficult situation for Dagpo to be in, but when you've got conversions like that, who cares about difficult situations?
Yeah, big percent. And I do have to give it up to Chase here. He has actually been doing a great job avoiding banana extensions from Dagpo for the most part, but, when you get caught up in something quick like this, it can be a difference maker.
Wow, really unfortunate position.
What? You see that patience? Dagpo was not expecting that. How many people in chat got hit by that back air just now?
Yeah. I'm getting back air there every day of the week. Every day.
Excellent play by Chase.
Yeah, amazing comeback there, because after he missed that conversion off of the minecart, I was like, oh, that was his chance to get a good lead and stuff like that. But okay, still gets it with the back air. Still ahead in this game.
Yeah. Honestly, and speaking of counterplay for matchups and whatnot, I feel like he's being very persistent with those barrels, but
he just raw upbeat and neutral twice.
Yeah. I was gonna say though, Dagpo has been counterplaying minecart. Minecart, for the most part, has kind of been a non-factor. Chase not really getting too much off of it, just getting punished there, for instance.
Yeah, I honestly feel like minecart has been a disadvantage for Chase because he's gone in so often with the minecart, and every single time Dagpo has been ready with the forward air, with something that counters out the hit. And that's one of the counterplay that Steve's like to use a lot on the roll-in. If you go minecart and then you jump and then instantly anvil, it like stops them from rolling past the minecart.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like... for the most part, Chase is just using it as an evasive option to get to the other side of stage and start farming materials. He's looking for those diamonds and gold.
And okay, still has the the diamond is ready. The banana was in hand, but he threw it out a little bit preemptively, trying to perhaps get an early forward smash. And now it's really hunting a lot for this back air, trying to get this minecart out. But it's still difficult for Chase as he's running low on resources. But Dagpo opts to spend a little bit of time getting that banana out, getting ready, and oh my God, might be it.
Chase getting a little aggressive, trying to cover Dagpo's landing right there and push some sort of advantage in neutral, but Dagpo with an appropriate punish with the banana.
And the banana's back in hand. This is where it's really scary, but okay, that time the minecart finally working.
Honestly, Dagpo bringing this back from an SD too, keeping things close.
Yeah, and this is a winner's life for Chase right now. Dagpo can end this run in the winner's bracket
Yeah, that
right
has
now.
to be tilting. There's so much pressure on our second seed right now.
Yeah, and okay, gets a weak hit on the minecart and just run away back
Yeah,
here.
spacing the back airs. We saw this the first game, too, on the last stock. Chase is just trying to play so safe right now.
And honestly, that's sometimes the sign of like someone who's like a little tilted, a little bit like
Absolutely
scared, not wanting to
Desperate
overcommit to
even.
anything. Yeah, desperate. And we'll see if it's going to pay off.
Oh,
for Chase
this
to get
could
the
do it,
minecart.
though. Yep,
Yeah.
that is going to do it. Just a simple
142.
And sometimes that's all it takes is that one minecart to be the difference maker because, I mean, it's a projectile, it's a command grab, it's a movement option, it's a recovery.
It does your dishes, it does your taxes,
Walks your dog.
walks your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's honestly a really good move. And unfortunately, although Dagpo, I feel like, was doing so well counterplaying it in the time where it really mattered on the last stock, last hit, he fell short.
Yeah, one is all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially when you got a diamond pickaxe waiting for you on the other end of that ride. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's rough.
Oh, did we see a Steve instead of an Enderman? What is this?
Whoa,
Chase
default
straying from his
skins.
roots.
Hold on. And we are going to be getting a lot of space here going to Town and City. I know Dagpo doesn't really mind having a lot of space. In fact, I mean, this is
was
a
the
counter
neutral
pick.
stage, right?
Yeah,
I
this is
think
where they
was
started.
the first pick. So interesting when you counterpick a stage that you already won on. Is there MDSR here? Do you know what the counter rules
Yes,
are?
so you have to, gentlemen, if you want to go back to a stage that you last won on.
Okay. Yep, got it. But he last won on Battlefield, so this is this is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is absolutely refreshed because it was Palatine on Battlefield as well.
Yep.
So bringing us into Game 4 here, we are seeing pretty much a repeat of Game 1. And so far, Dagpo off to, a little bit of a lead. So far, nothing major has happened yet. Just very safe neutral play. I like the patience from Dagpo right there, just waiting for the opportunity to down tilt.
Yeah, I really love when Diddy Kongs play super well around their opponent having a banana in hand because they've played against bananas so much, way more than you ever have if you're a Diddy Kong.
Oh, absolutely. Diddy Kongs are item fiends.
Yeah. So I love when they counterplay the banana counterplay.
Yeah. Honestly, I could see, even Dagpo will barrel blast the walls, even if he knows that Chase isn't going to be in the hit radius, because it just deletes the walls. They are just a non-factor, no defense, nowhere to hide.
Yeah, and okay, now here's a good position for Chase. Tries to go for the
Tries
setup.
to go for the, exactly.
Yeah. It's interesting. We haven't seen any of the major ledge trapping options out of Steve. Oh, okay, just gets the monkey flip to get the kill. Still have the diamond though, and that's going to be a major factor in this game. But yes, Chase hasn't done any of the big setups in the corner. There's a lot of crazy setups, ledge traps you can do, and we haven't seen them against Diddy Kong. Perhaps fearing the Diddy Kong high recovery or the mix-ups, so not wanting to go for it too much. But there's been times where he could have if he wanted to, but maybe he just isn't comfortable going for them because it's not his main character. But right now it's a lead deleted off of the minecart, and now it's basically a Chase advantage because he has the diamond, he has a ton of material, he has this jab combo, smash the guy in attempted,
getting
but
locked in a
smash.
quick 67. I mean, that's pretty much one Diddy combo out of banana though, so it's not too big of a lead, but Chase has been really dominant when he has a lead, and this could be the downer spike, but no, a little bit of misspacing there from Chase.
Yeah, a lot of times people will go for the raw back air there, but Chase was just opting for the forward air, not wanting to stale the back air perhaps, and trying to get a kill with it later.
Yep, absolutely. And, going back to the wall setup and the barrel blasting, I noticed that Chase will kind of put up the walls intentionally just so Dagpo will, bump his head, and every single time Chase has responded to it with a minecart.
Yeah, he's trying to catch the ending lag of that up B. When you bounce off, there's a little bit of end lag, and if Chase times it perfectly, he can go right in right as you break the walls. But Chase with a 2-stock lead right now. Sorry,
and he has all the materials that he needs. He got the gold, he got the diamonds, he is matted up, and right now he's really powerful.
Yeah, matted up, tatted up, and ready to take the game.
Yeah,
here's Chase, and he's coming for you.
And when we see Chase with the diamond weapon as well, he's no stranger to just throwing out those aerials. He will challenge Dagpo in the air-to-air Monday through Friday.
Oh yeah, and tech off the wall. Yep. And trying to go for an aggressive option.
That was a huge whiff, though. That cost Chase the stock. Dagpo punishing.
And once again, the walkthrough trying to stop Chase from getting the diamond, and that is a huge deal here.
Oh my! Dagpo trying to end it.
Yeah, and Chase is going really aggressive after that. Not giving any time for Dagpo, not waiting to get it. Yeah, even then,
wow, what a
still
tomahawk.
still didn't get the diamond charged up, and Dakpo didn't contest. I think he was afraid of Chase shielding and punishing, but the diamond has been unlocked, and now it could be curtains for any back air.
One thing about Dakpo is that he loves landing on top of the opponent with neutral air at low percents, because that's where Diddy Kong gets a lot of his high percent conversions.
Right.
You'll get hit by one nair, stringed by a ton of aerials, and hit from 0 to 60.
Yeah, I mean that's the Diddy Kong classic. You know, you get the Z drop nair, so you have the banana in hand, and then you can continue the string with that banana plus the nair follow ups. It's just really, really strong. And, oh,
yeah,
the
Chase had
clink there
banana
on the
control.
dash attack,
And it is going to be the aerial, but Dakpo surviving, holding on for dear life.
oh, but Chase has the banana in hand.
Yeah, and also another lifeline at that. This is looking like it's going to be one of those last hit scenarios here, but Chase with the diamond, he's throwing out those aerials, and that's going to do it.
Oh, Dakpo.
Dakpo takes it. The banana to F smash. In classic Diddy Kong fashion, we're not doing anything sick or flashy. We're just having a well-timed banana peel.
Yeah, I mean, judging based on how it looked like Chase won on the pop-off, but it was...
yeah, you would think that Chase just won that game.
But
oh my goodness.
Really, really good job there. I mean, Dakpo just kept calm and kept composed in a situation which is terrifying. You know, Steve has diamond, Steve has banana. Steve, you're on the ledge. Steve has everything going for him.
Right.
But, you know, one banana, one F smash, and that was it.
And you also got to give it up to the composure of Dakpo as well. Like, throughout that whole thing, whether he won or lost, he was always just like,
Yep.
and pretty much always ready for what was next. Whereas I feel like going into it from the start, Chase was kind of flustered.
Yeah, I think the mental battle was certainly won by Dakpo in that match. I mean, that's something you have to consider. It's
Mentality.
At the top level. You know, a lot of these players are going to just be technically incredibly sound, but mentally they have to know exactly what they're going to do. They have to have a good, solid game plan, like you were talking about, and they have to not be too hard on themselves sometimes.
Absolutely.
Like, you lose, it's okay. You got to move on. You got to play the next match, and I think Chase let a little bit of the second game get to him.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, yeah, you don't want to sweat it, and that was still winners. So Chase does have another shot in losers bracket to hopefully right some of his wrongs, but at this moment, Dakpo is going to be moving on through top 16 winner's side. Up next, we have Sonics versus Shu. It's going to be Dominican Republic versus Colorado.
Yeah, I think Shu is also another. Well, Shu plays multiple characters, but
absolutely,
I think Diddy Kong and ZSS, if I recall correctly.
Mostly Mario, ZSS, and we did see her use Palutena in doubles.
Okay,
possibly
didn't she play Donkey Kong in doubles grand finals?
Okay,
too?
yes, but they were all just messing around for the most part. If
they were on some crazy stuff.
Winner decided who all four of them went. So they started off with Kirby, and then everyone went Donkey Kong. Then everyone went Dr. Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Then everyone went Donkey Kong. Then everyone went Hero.
Okay, well,
yeah.
So probably ZSS or Mario. You're thinking
ZSS.
ZSS,
100%.
Yeah. I mean, this is against Sonic, so you got to.
Yeah, you want to go for your comfort pick, the character that you spend most of your time and have most of your experience on.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking of Bang, who plays Diddy Kong, also from Colorado. That was my bad. Sorry, y'all.
Okay, I mean, maybe Shu has such a variety of characters at her disposal, though. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if she does play that Diddy Kong at a high level. But just what I seen was 100% Zero Suit, Mario, and Palutena.
For sure.
At least in doubles. I have not seen.
I think Zero Suit is. I think Zero Suit's the main one.
Yes.
The main one that I've seen her succeed with. She also was warming up Kronos. Kronos has a matchup against a Mario in this bracket winner's side. So
okay.
I'm wondering if we're gonna see that one as well. But yeah, right now, Shu and Sonics. So Sonics, obviously, one of the best players in the world, needs no introduction. What, top 10?
Some people saying top 10, others top 15.
Top 15.
Either way, he's up there.
Oh yeah. Regardless of what number it is, when you're being talked about as one of the best in the world, that's when you can go to almost any tournament and know.
Yeah, you have high expectations.
Yeah,
and you also have a bounty on your head.
Oh, there's a bounty on your head?
Well, when you're a player of that caliber, there's always going to be a bounty.
Well, sometimes people will literally put a bounty on people's head.
No, there's no
bounty.
Official bounty or anything. But figuratively, everyone wants to destroy you.
Everyone wants to be because the thing is, people are often defined by their wins, right? You're defined by who the best player you've beaten is, and if you beat Sonics, that's like almost,
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, almost anybody is that's gonna be a huge upgrade for you. So I think Shu, Shu had an incredible win. I believe it was at Double Down. I think they had a really good run. I'm trying to remember exactly who they beat, but I'll look that up. I'll find it later.
Yeah, we can get back to it for sure. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, she's had some really cool wins, and also just an incredible player overall. Really consistent, really good at playing the Zero Suit Samus game plan. And that, talking about playing a specific character's game plan, Sonic and Sonics go hand in hand. Sonics has the best game plan I've seen, like, period. Like,
yeah.
Besides maybe MKLeo, because he knows what he needs to do to win any given matchup.
Yeah, and I'm super down to go a little bit further into detail about that later on in the set. I also know that Sonics is pretty regular when it comes to coming to the HyperX Arena, and he competes in our weeklies from time to time.
Oh, that's cool.
And he does have a Roy as well, so if the going ever does get a little too rough for the Sonic, he does have, his own pocket characters of his own. But for the most part, he does stick to that Sonic. And I feel like the success and the result of this matchup here really is going to depend on just how much Shu knows this matchup.
Yeah, I think it's a reasonable matchup for ZSS. Like, there's no, it's not going to be like a huge advantage for Sonic or anything. So that's definitely nothing to worry about on that front. But, when you're playing a player as skilled and as talented and the caliber of Sonics, you're going to probably be a little bit intimidated. I mean, that we talked a little bit about the mental aspect earlier, where it's difficult to play against someone who's, considered to be, top in the world or whatever.
Right.
So, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of that in their head, but at the same time, Shu has been here before.
Yeah,
been on the stage.
Shu's no stranger to causing upsets either.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to see a really explosive game because, sometimes some games with Sonics just ends up being a blowout. We'll see what ends up happening here. I'm not sure what Sonic players do compete in Colorado, but really, I'm being so serious when I say a lot of the result of this matchup is going to depend on Shu's knowledge of just Sonic in general.
Yeah.
Because you have to play Sonic so differently from most of the characters in the cast.
It's like a mini game, right? It's
absolutely.
It's like a Mario Party mini game.
And it's also a battle of mental fortitude as well. Who has the most mental stamina going forward? And so far, I like how Shu is starting out. We're just playing patient until pulling the trigger on the grab and getting punished for it. That's exactly what we're going to see Sonics looking out for the remainder of the set.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you make any small mistake against Sonics will be eating you for breakfast, getting a huge string, as he's known to do, especially when you're underneath one of those platforms. You get some big extensions off the up air.
Yeah, that was a great delay on the jab on shield from Shu as well, just barely clipping Sonics. And that homing attack, that's one thing that Sonics do that he gets a lot of mileage from, is that he mixes up spin dash on your shield so nicely. Like, sometimes he'll do something like that where he'll hit your shield, jump on you, and do a nair. Sometimes he'll just ride right through your shield. Other times he'll jump and do a homing attack. Like, it really, as you said, it is quite like a minigame.
Yeah, you have to be able to react. If you want to punish, you have to react to the thing that Sonic does after he hits your shield. It's either, like you said, it's the go through, it's the jump in the air, or it's the rising homing attacks. So there's
so many options.
There's a bunch of different options that you can choose from. And Zero Suit Samus is one of the characters that's fast enough to actually punish some of these, but cannot punish all of them at the same time. You need to choose which one you're going to try to punish.
Yeah. We saw just a few moments ago that Sonic's called out Shu jumping from the ledge there. And only 10% to his name right now. One thing that I can notice immediately about Shu is that she does tend to get a little overzealous when it comes to pushing in neutral. Against Sonics, you have to, and not just Sonics, but Sonic in general, that character, you have to be patient enough to not try to force an interaction.
Oh man, trying to grab and Sonic's reacting appropriately. Shu is having a hard time whenever Sonics is doing it. Oh.
What a punish right there. Boost kick at the ledge isn't going to do it. Great DI from Sonics.
And now Sonic's attacking back. This is difficult for Shu. This is difficult for Shu to come back in, but
another one. He's not going to live that one though.
Not that time. Shu making a great usage of that whiff move by Sonics, and now has a shot in this game.
Oh, that spring could have gimped that second jump at any moment, but Shu too wise to it.
Yeah, she's got to be careful in the corner versus that spring. I mean, if you get hit like vertically, low as ZSS, you're never making it back. Like ZSS vertical recovery is awful.
Yeah, even with all the resources she has with the boost kick, flip kick, and plasma whip tether recoveries, like as you said, she's still vertically challenged. It just be that way.
Yep, absolutely. I love that way of describing it.
Got a little bit of a ladder going on, trying to cover the air dodge from Sonics right there, but Sonic's able to land safely. And I like the adaptations that we're seeing from Shu right now, not forcing interactions, and Sonics is actually the one coming to her now.
Wow, okay. Sonic's feeling the pressure a little bit right now, and after that hot start from Sonic, Shu is sort of turning it around, and she's going for the gusto there, and gotta be punished for it.
Yeah, the Zair to Bear was too smooth from Shu right there, but Sonic's responding appropriately with a back air of his own, and that is going to bring Shu to her last stock here on Game 1.
Yeah, Sonics, I have to say, is one of the best players in the world. I mean, at using Sonic Bear, I swear.
Yeah,
every time
absolutely.
that move comes out, he's so accurate with it. He is so precise, and it kills so early.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, it's pretty much like a smash attack in the air, and especially a lot of the times he will chase you in the blast zone to do it, and we might be seeing it right now, but no. It's not going to happen. What a forward smash call out. Of all the options you could have chosen, a forward smash there?
Wow, I mean, you're going against Sonic's shield, you're sure he's going to drop it, and you just call him out like that. Like, what an amazing way to do it.
2015 mind games.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes the next level is the previous level.
Oh, my God.
And
but yeah, back to the neutral.
Oh yeah, back to this scary neutral, because as Shu, you're the one on defense at basically all points of the game.
Did you see that dash attack almost catching Sonic's spin dash?
And he was just running away from it the whole time.
People don't give Zero Suit enough credit, man. She's fast.
Oh,
she's really fast.
She got heals on, but she's still smoothing.
And the booster heals.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but boosting right into that back air. As we said, that is a smash attack in the air, and Sonics is making that move look good.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good. You hit your opponent all the way across stage as a character that just can build up damage like no one's business. Definitely terrifying.
Yeah, and it was looking really grim for Shu there at the beginning of the game because Sonics managed to take that stock with only 10% to his name. But Shu ended up closing the gap and making that a very close game.
I found out who the big upset was. Thank you, everybody, for waiting. It was Riddles. Shu beat Riddles at at Double Down. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. And Riddles actually is considered top 5 in the world for most people. I mean, there's no I don't think there's like an official A lot of it's up for debate, but Riddles usually is one of the most consistent players up there with the likes of Light, DeBuzz, Leo, Spargo, Gluttony.
Sonics.
Amongst people like that.
Gotta add Sonics to the list, as he is the one on screen right now. Versing against Shu. And Shu kept that game relatively close. The last stock was a little bit Sonic's favored, but at the same time, it felt like there were times where Shu could turn something around and turn on the Jets at any moment. Those booster heals are not just for show, as Shu has showed before.
Yeah, I mean, this switch to Hollow Bastion is, it's like another Smashville, you know? And with that platform in the middle, I honestly feel like Sonics kind of greatly benefits off that because he gets a lot of extensions from up throwing you at low percents when you're underneath the platform.
Yeah, getting those up throw, up airs.
We're definitely going to be seeing it, and what a back throw.
Yeah, I mean, that didn't feel like it was the best DI, but maybe I'm maybe I'm tripping because do you
think it was livable?
I think it might have been. I think it might have been.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I mean, I didn't look at exactly the percent. But anyway.
150.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, at the very ledge, though. I'm
very
not
ledge,
sure.
Never mind. But right now.
Oh, this juggle has been insane. Look at this advantage state from Sonics.
So good at feinting with that short hop into fastball and then getting the follow-up hit. Oh, man. Sonics is doing an incredible job at.
She was not ready for that. That was so fast.
One hit that whole stock. That just was a single forward air or something like that. And yeah, it's like you said, it's about knowing the Sonic matchup, but at the same time, when you can never land, like it doesn't matter how well you know it because you can't even play the neutral.
Yeah, and you saw for a second there that middle platform coming into play. I like how Shu recovered high right there because Sonics was definitely waiting for her to go low and try to get an early stock with the back air. I mean, you can expect Sonics when he goes deep like that against you to try to finish it right then and there.
Wow, okay. nice way to get that kill, getting the up smash, scooping an aggressive option by Sonic's off the ledge.
Yeah.
Sonic's has done a lot of really aggressive moves out of the corner when he's ahead. And normally when he's behind, he doesn't tend to go for those. But as we've been seeing, as he's ahead, he sort of like does the aggressive option and punishes you for being a little bit too over aggressive on him. Even if it's a trade, it's advantageous to him because he's already ahead.
Yeah, I feel like one thing that is that it? Wow, that was so smooth. Yeah, that was such an effortless conversion as well. Like I said, that middle platform I think benefit Sonic's way more than it benefit Shu.
Definitely an interesting counter pick. I don't know. I mean, obviously the results of the game speak to how strong it was for Sonic.
I'm sure she had her reasons, but
yeah,
ultimately the results, they don't lie.
It's hard because, when you're playing against a player who's, tiers above you in terms of like results and stuff like that.
Yep.
You're never sure. Okay, Palu, like you said.
We saw this in doubles before, but now the singles Palu? All right. I mean, Sonic knows this matchup as well, so this isn't anything like that's going to catch him off guard, but we haven't seen Shu's Palu.
Yeah, I mean, Shu, a lot of times when a player plays a counterpick character like this, sometimes they bring a little bit of the flavor of their original character to the new counterpick,
yeah.
And they play a slight variation, and sometimes it's difficult to adjust to when you're used to playing like the way normal Palu mains play.
Absolutely, and so like every character, a player of their character has their own definitive style too.
Right.
Like a lot of times you can look at someone's Palutena and tell who it is just by the way they play and what a counter. Shu wise to that advantage state there that Sonic was trying to push.
Yeah, and okay.
Woo!
But still, even off of that counter, you're going to need a hell of a lot more to get this. Oh, okay. Wow.
Whoa, from
What
the
an
depths
angle.
as well. Surprisingly not bouncing off the stage. Because that teleport recovery, I'm not going to lie, is inconsistent. Even
yeah.
Palutena mains will sometimes just bounce off the ledge and just SD.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate when you hit that. And okay, a little cancel action here. I see you, Shu.
Yeah.
It's not going unnoticed.
One thing is that Shu's going to have to be a little bit more careful when it comes to trying to force these interactions against Sonic Spin Dash. Here's the platform coming into play. Look at these extensions.
Yeah, 40% off of that. I mean,
it doesn't seem like much, but what you get off that, more importantly, is the advantage state. And right now we're seeing Sonic's carry it.
Yeah, carrying an advantage state is one of Sonic's best strengths. Oh man, it's so funny
with an apostrophe S,
yeah,
and then with an X.
Yeah, you got to throw both of those on there. I had to get at least one Sonic joke in.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same thing with Chase.
True.
Realistically,
True.
I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, okay, a little bit too much patience right there coming out from Shu, just taking a face of Spin Dash right there.
Yeah, Spin Dash is a really powerful tool to catch opponents who are, dashing back, trying to set something up, because you can a lot of times react to a specific option they use. And, oh wow, what a cancel with that.
You saw the
jump.
spacing too.
Yeah,
like the spacing just to duck under the Palutena aerial into pretty much just taking advantage state was incredible.
Yeah, using that drift back on to use the landing up air, which is one of Sonic's best combo starters.
Yeah, it turned into a reversal right after that. He was on ledge, and then all of a sudden, look at this, 77% onto Shu. This is looking like it could potentially be a 3-stock for Shu's winner's bracket run here.
Yeah, I mean, after the last game, I'm not particularly surprised. Even with the counter pick coming out, like, Sonic's has just proven to be on another level in this matchup and in this game.
Oh, man, and almost got the timing there. You'd be surprised that forward smash pretty much hits every recovery in the game.
Oh, yeah, 2-frame with it.
It hits so low.
The only way to get past it is Palu has a 2-frameless warp that she can go for, but I doubt as a non-Palu main they're going to be going for that. It is not easy to
Are you
time.
a Palu main?
I know I am not, but I know a lot about Palu.
Okay, because that sounds like a very niche
Palu tech, yeah. I have a really good friend who's a Palu, but okay.
That was a spin dash.
I think that
my
was
bad.
Air.
No, that was a homing attack.
Oh,
that
okay.
was a homing attack. I don't know why
all of his moves spin.
Yeah. No, but just based off the animation, I believe
Yeah.
that was a homing attack. And Sonic does like to go for those
really
if there's
deep
no
homing
other
attacks.
options. Yeah, absolutely. Especially against characters that have those, slow recoveries like Snake, Ness,
16 frames
Fox.
up on warp.
Yeah. So
I know
which
a lot
is
of random
surprisingly,
Palu stuff.
surprisingly slow.
It's really slow.
How fast is Mewtwo's? Do you know that?
Oh, I think Mewtwo's is definitely less, but I don't know exactly.
Okay, yeah, I had to put you on the spot right there.
I
I'm
used
like,
to
what
main
is-
Mewtwo. I should know this.
What is your extent of these fun facts and this trivia that you know about these
It's better.
characters?
It's better with characters that are more played. Mewtwo, nobody plays him.
That is absolutely
so
true.
it's hard. Although I did main Mewtwo, so I should know that.
Yeah, but no, you're absolutely right. It's definitely faster and way more floatier as well. But I mean, in excellent fashion, Sonics takes that 3-0 over Shu.
I mean, the first game, it looked like there might have been a chance, but after that, I mean, Sonics found a hole in the defense, I think, and just exploited it over and over again. And I think the biggest challenge for Shu in that matchup was just returning to neutral. I felt like once Shu was in neutral, she was doing totally fine. She was winning a reasonable amount of neutral interactions, but the problem was every time she was in vertical disadvantage, Sonics was eating her alive.
It's just the advantage state, you know what I mean? And, okay, so this is going to be kind of funny, but because I've played Sonics plenty of times.
Oh yeah.
When he first started coming out, right?
Yeah.
And the way I judge someone's character knowledge in the Sonic matchup is as soon as that 3-2-1 happens, the first one to press forward.
Oh.
If, like, the first one to press forward, because at the beginning there, we saw Shu just stand on the platform after the countdown, and I was like, wait, we're playing the Sonic matchup. But then, you know, you start to get impatient, you start to get a little antsy, and then that's when the percent starts to build up because, you know, Sonic mains and, you know, Sonics, they like to bait you out. They want you to come to them.
Yeah.
Now, if you can close the gap and, again, like I said earlier, carefully forced interactions, you can overwhelm a Sonic's space, but you have to be careful.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't be overextending. You can't be letting them catch you. Also dashing back. Like sometimes dashing back is bad because they'll catch you. They'll just chase you down. Their spin dash way faster than your dash back. So it's difficult when somebody can cover so much space and make it difficult to react. But you know, clearly some people have that down on lock. And it sounds like you have a lot of knowledge in the matchup, so I look forward to hearing more about what you're going to say in future Sonic matches.
I mean, it's literally just comes down to mental stamina. If you both know what you're doing, which is a conversation that I did end up having with Chase about it. And if Chase wants to get that run back, because he was feeling really confident against Sonics because he did reset the bracket against them at our pre-local a couple of days ago. Yeah, he brought it to a grand final set too. So let's see if that's going to be a thing later on. But for now, we got two new players on this stage.
Yeah, Bubunsky and Kronos. Kronos being the #1 PR from Colorado, and Bubunsky being a 12-year-old.
Wait. Bubunsky's the Mario.
Yes.
He made it all the way up here?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. 12-year-old from, I think, Utah, if I recall correctly. Oh, I should ask J-Fly about him. Oh, I should ask J-Fly about him. I think J-Fly is also from Utah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think Smirk is #1.
Smirk?
Yeah, in Colorado. I talked to
sorry.
about it.
Previous #1.
Previous number one. That was the one.
There was the huge controversy between Kronos and Bang being #1. my bad. But yeah, Bubunsky, okay, came through Mr. E's path, but didn't beat Mr. E. Mr. E dropping the set before then. So anyway,
okay.
I saw Shu warming Kronos up for this matchup. Shu was winning most of the matches as Mario against Kronos. So.
Okay, well that could be for a number of reasons though, because they play all the time.
Yeah.
So it may just come down to a player versus player rather than a character diff at that point. But the C4 is on Mario's top hat. I'm not sure if Bubunsky knew that, but that thing was cooking on there the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like difficult to know what to do when the C4 is on you. Like if you haven't played a lot against Snake, some players will try to like run in against Snake and put it back onto him. But you know, sometimes he'll be ready for that. He'll just catch you with a grab, with an up tilt or something like that, and then you'll just die instantly.
One thing about Bubunsky that I even noted yesterday is that this man holds forward so much. He's so aggressive. And honestly, as Mario, when you have the tools to pressure, you might as well use them.
Absolutely. And Bubunsky using the Kurama / Prodigy skin. And
it's such a good skin.
It's such a good skin.
It's so excellent.
Quick story. I'm from Northern California, so I played against Prodigy before, but I played against him when he was 9 years old in bracket, and he
was still a god.
He absolutely crushed me. I was like, who is this 9-year-old destroying me right now? And
like actually 9.
Literally 9. and that just reminds me of this. You know, I'm having flashbacks to that moment. So Bubunsky is all the way in these winners top 16 and carrying Kronos up with these combos.
He's not stopping with the ladders.
Okay.
That was almost looking like a DI mix-up too, but, I mean, Chrono's too wise to it.
Yeah, sometimes what Mario's will do is they'll go for the high down air DI mix-up, and they'll either drift through you or they won't drift through you, and that's a really big a really big scary thing to have as a character like Mario, who has so many ways to catch you high. Oh, good armor, and the back air will beat out whatever Mario was going for there.
The aggressive option, because I mean, Babunski, excuse me, he doesn't really switch up his play style. I won't lie to you. From what I observed,
it's
he
just
is
gas pedal all the way down.
Exactly. He is consistently attack, attack, attack. So if you're recovering high, then you can challenge Mario's up air with an aggressive option, and it worked out in Kronos' favor there.
Absolutely. And, okay, the grenade. Okay, this is one of the things that I use.
Oh, my God.
You know how you have your metric for whether somebody's good at the Sonic matchup or
Yes.
not? I have my metric for the Snake matchup,
Okay.
and that's if they pummel. Because if you pummel Snake when he has a grenade in his hand, it will explode, and it'll hit you, and it'll move out of his grab.
Oh.
And Babunski has pummeled 3 times in this.
And each time
it is broken out of the grab.
Woo!
So-
Okay, so a little bit of a lack of Snake experience, you would say.
It's just something that, like, if you play Snake a lot, you'll know. Or if you even, like, have a friend who's a Snake player, they'll be like, don't do that.
Absolutely. I mean, one good thing I just think that comes naturally to Babunski here is that the kid likes to ladder combo.
Oh, yeah.
Snake, I know the Snake matchup really well.
Oh, yeah.
We have a ton of Snakes here. One of the best in the world lives here currently. And I gotta tell you,
MVD?
yeah,
Yeah.
Snake cannot land. If you play the matchup right, Snake should not be able to land. That's why Snakes, you'll see them do the flashiest stuff because they have to touch the ground.
Yeah.
They have to pivot Nikita. They have to grenade. They have to throw out random back airs and try to like mix you up by landing on platforms with like reverse air dodges and stuff like that. They have to. So one thing that comes naturally to Babunski is that he knows how to ladder. So if he can keep Kronos from landing in this set here, he will have great results.
Yeah, we saw that in the second stock. That was really how Babunski was like getting a ton of percent, getting a ton of opportunities to get the kill. But then when Kronos went for that aggressive fastball back air, it worked out super well for him. So you have to be careful on how you're being aggressive. Because,
Absolutely.
like you said, you can hunt him in the air, but at the same time, he has these weird mix-ups that he has to go for.
Yeah, I like the grenade placements from Kronos as well. Like, he understands that, like, just the aggression coming out from Babunski, a lot of the percent has literally just come from Babunski just hitting grenades.
Wow, okay. That was the setup Snakes love to do. They put the grenade behind them, then they grab you in down throw, and they assume you're going to go into the corner away from the grenade. But that time, Babunski smartly rolling in and countering that counterplay.
Oh!
Watch your toes.
Man, Kronos is so aware, and this is going to be a free dash attack afterwards. Huge percent coming up from Kronos. And look at that, Babunski just fighting his way through the obstacle course.
Wow, I mean, Kronos was not expecting Babunski to just run straight through.
No.
Had the C4 set up on the platform and was expecting a dashback, used it, and just got beaten out for it. But, okay, good back throw. So that's one of the ones you can use to while the grenade is on because you're invincible, but oh, man.
The coverage was insane. Another thing about the Snake matchup is I feel like Babunski's just not looking out for C4 at all. It's almost like he doesn't feel like it exists.
Yeah.
He's been getting hit by it so consistently. Granted, Kronos' C4 placements have been amazing, and even I forget sometimes where he put them. But you have to keep that knowledge in your head and that location or else, because that's going to kill you early.
Yeah, absolutely. Where's the C4? Right there.
Yep. Let him know Snake there.
Yeah, exactly. There. Yeah, you got it.
All right, so a big juggle coming out. Potentially nice regrab to reset things, but that grenade, unfortunately cutting the combo short.
Yeah, these frame one grenade picks.
You see the double up tilt? And the up B! It actually kills!
Wow.
That's an early stock for Snake.
That's what you need as a Mario player. You got to be getting those kills because Snake, he's going to be killing you early as well.
Yeah, tell him. We need more of that. Whatever you just did right there, we need more of it. And we might be getting
more.
more.
Get the waveland reset.
Oh, grenade! And it looks like Kronos had the guaranteed up air, but he cut it short.
Wow, I'm surprised he didn't go for that up air there. I don't know, but now Mario has another lease on life. Just kidding.
Man.
Up tilt.
Kronos. The Snake players who know how to use their up tilts, man. It's such a good kill move.
It's just, it's an incredible anti-air, and I love when they use it. When they use it just to catch somebody approaching them, because it's like even if you miss, like Mario, like best case scenario, is going to land a landing up air there, and that's awful for you. But at the same time, the risk reward is so low because the end lag is not even that bad. Even if you're whiffing, you can still usually get a shield out in time.
Looks like we're going back to PS2 here. And this typically seems to be the favorite stage amongst most smashers.
Yeah, I mean, I think people overpick PS2 against Snake specifically. It's one of Snake's best stages, and because of the way the platforms are, it's just so good at like catching and controlling a bunch of the stage with the C4.
Yeah, back throw C4 is also a pretty big conversion as well.
Absolutely, but I would not say that's the case for Mario. Mario's are also amazing on this stage, so I like the fact that Mario's picking it here. It doesn't surprise me at all. Okay, there was the setup again. He did roll to the ledge that time with did he combo that Nikita into a grab?
So I don't think the Nikita landed, but it was just so much coverage to that grab there. Oh, the rollback read, but he runs back and as you were saying, the pummel, and then the C4. Babunski's gonna have to really start paying attention. Like, we know that it's on the top left platform, but will he keep that in his mind when it matters? Because he's playing right next to it.
Yeah, I think Babunski would be winning this match if he just was a little bit more familiar with the Snake matchup. It's just the tiny bit more familiarity, and that's what's scary about this, because if Babunski gets this game, he's going to have another whole game of experience loaded up, and I think he might have the chance to, like, come back into it if he gets this one.
Yeah, and if he can adapt to it as well, because the things that he's, like, messing up on right now, like he said, is the unfamiliarity, but it's nothing that you can't adjust to mid-game, you know?
But he's starting to run out of time to make this comeback, because 171, gets the grab, and that's
the first stock. I mean, that was pretty much Kronos pretty much started this game with 4 stocks. I mean, whenever you live to 200%, I mean, that's kind of a big deal. Nice read, good follow-up tech chase, and again, the C4. Kronos is just getting so much mileage off of it.
Yeah, Kronos has gotten a bunch of grabs here with the grenade behind him, and we've seen him go for the setup multiple times. And I think it's one of his best options, because
there it is again.
Go for it, get the reset.
Excuse me.
Another one.
Wait, are you just seeing into the future that far now? Oh my God!
Yeah, I mean, so the thing about that setup is you have one of the options already covered. Like, if they roll back, you're already getting that grenade punish. So you can always read left or right. Oh,
what a reaction right there to immediately just up B.
Wow. Okay, the game is still live.
It is.
He can absolutely make a comeback here, as we've seen Mario's do so many times. You can get carried off the top platform, and
man, the way that Kronos is placing these grenades, they're just so good, because they're stopping Babunski a lot of the times just from continuing his combos.
And this should be it.
Oh
then a second Nikita. Whoa! Sends the wrong direction. Babunski with another lease on life and avoids that Nikita. We still have a game. Oh, we have nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be a solid 3-0 right there. I mean, Babunski did have that dog in him, but unfortunately he didn't have that Snake matchup in him. So, I mean, so what we saw right there at the end, this is a little bit of a niche Snake tech. When you're trying to recover against a Nikita, you can hit the Nikita and it'll kind of stray away the hitbox of the Nikita for a little bit. But if a Snake player presses R to drop it, it immediately gets the hitbox right back. So that's why in the middle of the barrage of just like coins that were coming out of that, all Kronos had to do was press R, and that's why he didn't die from it, because when you hit R and you deactivate like the velocity of it, it doesn't have as much knockback, but it activates the hitbox again.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so it'll always have a hitbox. It might be weaker, but pressing R again will activate the hitbox again.
That is awesome. Yeah, a lot of times I've seen places where that would be useful, and that's a great example. Wow, that's
crazy,
great,
right?
That's cool.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, just the amount of niche tech that is so character specific. You would not know these things.
Smash is a beautiful game.
Yeah, if you didn't either main the character, weren't a huge fan of a person who made that character,
or are a commentator and somebody has told you that.
Exactly.
Because now I know, and I'm going to carry that knowledge to the grave.
It's a great thing to know. Or you have that, player of a character in your region that just knows all kinds of stuff. Because, I mean, like Pepperoni, with his Steve knowledge here, I just know a bunch of things about Steve that I really shouldn't. But,
I also know too many things about Steve. I have played a fair amount of Steve myself, because I think he's the best character in the game. So
you and a lot of people. You and a lot of people.
I'm like, all right, I want to play a character that carries me. So, Steve, thank you.
Yeah. No. On stage,
But I still keep that Ness in the background in case I need
Ness
it.
is a lot of fun.
Ness is so much fun.
Ness is cool.
Yeah.
Up next, we got Synergy. I'm not exactly sure who his opponent is.
Ven.
Oh, Ven versus
Yeah.
Synergy.
So Ven, I didn't look at the most recent Vegas PR, but was Ven #1 again?
On the most recent Vegas PR, no. Grandmaster is #1.
Okay.
So the current Vegas PR is Grandmaster, MVD, Ven. So Ven actually fell 2 spots since last season.
Okay. Still though, an
Kid's
amazing
still a beast,
competitor.
though.
Absolute beast. Love him to death.
Yeah, and Synergy, he's pretty much honorary Vegas. I think at this point, a lot of people consider him Vegas. He's really good friends with Grandmaster. They, use the same characters, Robin. Well, I don't think Synergy uses Palutena, but definitely Robin.
Yeah.
And
Does Grandmaster still bring out the Robin every now and then, or is it
absolutely?
Is it
dual
all
mains.
Palu? Okay,
no,
cool.
he dual mains. As a matter of fact, recently I feel like he's been using a lot more Robin than Palutena.
Good to
but
know.
he does do both.
Somebody
and
was trying to
doubles, he was
convince me
all
Grandmaster
Robin.
to drop Robin, and I was mad.
People don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
That's so-
exactly.
It gets on my nerves. The
Good.
amount of misinformation that's spread throughout the community. Trust me when I say this boy dual mains them both.
Good. I
And
mean,
he's also,
I believe
he
you.
keeps them both extremely
Fresh.
What's the word? Crisp.
Crisp.
Yeah, that's how I would describe it.
I like it.
But yeah, all that build up with Synergy and Honorary Vegas to say that Vin and Synergy are no strangers to playing each other. So this is kind of going to be a classic battle of Vin and Synergy right here. And one thing I know for sure is that Vin he should be busting out the Zelda.
Okay.
Or the Yoshi. I don't know what he's doing hovering Yoshi, but there we go. Zelda. Because against Grandmaster, a little bit of lore here. Vin picked up Sora for Grandmaster's Palutena.
Okay.
And because he doesn't like Zelda versus Palu, he goes Zelda against Robin, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Unsurprising. Both these characters, the sort of like, a little bit zoner mid tiers that like a lot of people will struggle with because they have such good setups in the corner. They have really good ledge trapping, and they have just incredible advantage states, but they're a little bit slow. So you have to take advantage of the positions where they are able to, where they're weak. But right now,
Vin playing this perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the first stock of the first set, or first stock of the first game even. It happens sometimes. And just like that, the comebacks are, once you get your hands a little warm, you get the feel of things, you'll end up closing the game out. But Vin played an impressive first minute.
Yeah, I really like these usages of the Baby Thunder. They're a really good way to stuff out the startup of the Phantom Knight, because the Phantom Knight, if you hit Zelda while she's charging it up, it just basically dies immediately and it doesn't even come out as a hitbox. But the forward smash, and damn.
Yeah, that was a hard punish as well. Typically, Vin gets a lot of his smash attacks at the ledge, almost like his form of a ledge trap. He'll set up the Knight, and he'll layer his offense because he'll have a hitbox charging behind him, like while he'll run up and just do something.
Yeah, and a lot of times we see Ven go for the down tilt into forwarder, and I think he went down tilt, and then Synergy tried to air dodge the forwarder, and that time got the F smash on the air dodge. So really nice play there for Ven.
Yeah, Ven just always covers his options, almost like to frame trap levels, and that was almost a great down air reset. Ven just a little too late on pulling the trigger there.
Yeah, I think it's just a testament to how well Ven is sort of ready for the defensive options coming out of Synergy. This is that multi-layer gameplay, right?
Ven's been there before,
Yeah, and okay, the little
The
bit off
ledge
on the
trap.
arc fire, and the thing is, when you get arc fired here, if you just keep resetting, eventually the arc fire is going to run out, and as long as you don't get popped up, so you can get hit with one of the F smashes, back airs, etc. like that, you should be totally fine.
I wonder if Zelda can keep hanging low on the ledge like that, because it seems that her animation when hanging on the ledge is low enough to where she's just getting nicked by one hit of the fire, instead of getting engulfed in all the multi hits like some characters do.
Right. I think Zelda has the correct ledge hang where you can DI down, and then it doesn't pop you up. So.
Interesting. All right, so that's important to know in this matchup, if that is in fact a factor here. But Ven almost getting this similar setup to what he had in the first stock there.
Yeah, almost shield breaking as well. Synergy finally gonna have a little bit of respite, but still in the corner. Now in vertical disadvantage, but turns it around, gets that Nosferatu.
What a Nosferatu. You see Robin's doing that a lot, like sharking ledges and below platforms to get Nosferatu, but it's not going to matter too much because Vin, with the lightning kicks, he's so accurate with landing those when he needs to.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think one of the reasons Nosferatu works so well when you're on the platform is because up air from Robin is such a threat that like, you have to be shielding on the platform because they're going to respect the up air. And the Tomahawk Nosferatu.
Yeah, that was a great command grab. Even though he didn't heal anything from it because he is at 0, it's still sending a message like, bro, you're going to be shielding, I'm ready for the punish.
Yeah, and then you can play this level as a mix-up game. Like if you don't shield, you're just gonna be hit with a forward air or another strong option out of Robin. I mean, the 11 forward air is super strong.
Great coverage.
Yeah, down smash, hitting behind with that little wave. Love to see it.
Yep, not sending the way that Synergy would have preferred, but it's a safe way to cover as many options as possible.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to get your
yeah,
the double jump.
Vin getting popped up into the Thoron. That's actually something I don't see Grandmaster do a lot at all.
Yeah, I mean the Thoron setup there is really good if you know your opponent's going to hang on a little bit too long onto the ledge and get hit by the last hit of the whatchamacallit, the side B, Arcfire.
Yeah.
And okay, now even after that huge advantage Ven had early in the game, we see Synergy turning it completely around, and right now it's looking tough to get off the ledge for Ven. After earlier in the game, it felt like they were always getting out.
What's so interesting about this game is that there's very little neutral scuffles happening.
Yeah.
It's typically from ledge to ledge permanently.
Yeah, one player will win the ledge out, and then sometimes the other player will turn it around
just
and
like we're
reset
seeing right now. And look at that coverage. And that was such a dominant last stock performance there from Synergy. I mean, he pretty much had Vin on the ledge the whole time, just keeping him out with tomes, and honestly following up appropriately off of them as well. That's going to net Synergy the first game.
Yeah, first game goes to Synergy after, like we said, a huge Ven advantage. I think it's really important to point out how much Synergy adapted their pressure in the corner. Like earlier in the game, it just was doing absolutely nothing to Ven.
Oh yeah, he was getting beat down.
Yeah, and then Ven just, I don't know, something happened. There was cracks in the defense. I'm not sure exactly what Synergy found, but they definitely found it.
Yeah, I think he just found out how to keep Vin on the ledge. I mean, Zelda, just from experience, doesn't have the best options for escaping corners. But one thing I do have to give to Vin is that he plays corners so patiently. But, I mean, Synergy is just having the upper hand overall.
Wow, I really like that air dodge through the Phantom. The neutral air dodge is a really powerful tool, but it's also a very aggressive option, and that could lead you to eating a massive punish if Ven was aware of it.
Vin just narrowly missing that F smash right there because that get up attack almost extended right into it.
Absolutely. Oh, the Nair.
Yeah, that 11 sword Nair is disgusting. I feel like that was a very huge buff that they made to Robin. Remember in Smash 4, that Nair was only Bronze Sword, did not have a 11 variant?
Yeah. And then they buffed it again. They made it even faster in this game after it released.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a big Robin buff. I mean,
the
Robins were like, oh, it's not a good enough buff. It still doesn't have any out of shield options. And I'm like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and then Robin started winning.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so forward throw to send off our boy Synergy here, and back to the ledge, a jab to down smash. That's a nasty conversion.
Yeah, I love jab 1 confirms.
It looks like it shouldn't work, but it just connects.
Have you ever seen Yoshi jab down B? It's filthy.
I have. Is that true?
It's a true at high percents. It's like 150.
Oh, it's one of the. So it's like you get more hit stun. So it's the same thing with Zelda.
Yeah,
it's like a high percent thing. Like because Isabelle has that same thing with her hammer.
Yeah,
like that property where the higher your percent, the more stun you're put in. And same with Snake's down throw.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Getting an up tilt kill confirm after like 140.
And this down throw Nair is actually another one of the big Robin buffs. Being able to have a confirm off of down throw is huge. Like any conversion off of a throw, I feel like adds a lot to a character's repertoire.
Absolutely. I mean, Zelda has that too. Like you'll see Ven get down throws to lightning kicks a lot, but the thing is that Vin's just not landing nearly as many grabs as Synergy has been. Synergy's been getting into Vin's space so frequently. And Vin not able to sweet spot that dash attack, but he does have the jump here. Doesn't necessarily go deep and capitalize off of it, though.
Okay. Good option there from Synergy getting around the ledge trap, and Vin was expecting, I think, a neutral get up into shield.
Uh-oh.
Should still be fine, yeah.
The 2 frames coming out.
And just waiting out the arc fire. One more, only one more.
Oh, that's so good. You know, I never thought about it. I never thought that the best counterplay to avoid getting hit by something greater is to just get hit by the initial part of it.
Right. I mean, you're taking like, what, 3-4% every time that hits? Like, it's
yeah,
not
of
a
a
big deal.
multi-hit. It's not much at all.
Yeah.
As long as you're not getting hit by the part that pops you up, because then you'll get comboed into Thoron, like we saw earlier.
Or a back air, or an up smash.
The bronze sword. Oh my goodness. Well, Fire Tome is offline right now. You see Synergy trying to use it, but it doesn't matter because 11 sword is not.
Yeah, only need one. And okay, even with this vertical disadvantage, Synergy is using these B reverses, using these movement options really well to avoid the juggling. And but Ven reflects that Arc Thunder. Could be a big opportunity here for them.
I believe that's one of the first projectiles that we saw reflected back at Synergy that actually connected. That's a lightning kick. I feel like that was overkill. He should have did that 40% ago.
Exactly. I mean, come on.
Ooh, look at that shield trap, man. It's beautiful.
That's one of the things when you're in the corner versus that arc fire on shield. It's difficult to have an option to get out of it. You can jump after a certain percent or just let the shield down. But the Nosferatu is going to be something that Synergy is going to go for if they know you're shielding.
Wow, the down tilt actually sending backwards. Ven was not expecting that.
I don't think anybody was expecting that except Synergy. Oh, another reflected projectile.
Yeah, I mean, if Ven keeps that up, just well-placed Nehru's loves, he can get a lot of mileage from it for sure. Because Synergy depends on his tomes. I mean, not just Synergy, Robin in general depends on his tomes for a big part of his neutral. Oh. And what a read! Just stuffing out the jump right there, Ven.
That was nowhere near Robin's head.
It's Ven though. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter if it's sweet spots or not. Ven will always somehow find a way to sweet spot back airs and forward airs.
That's crazy. I don't understand.
It's annoying.
I mean, because Robin leans back with that side B, and I just didn't think it was anywhere near connecting. But it's like nope, sweet spot, headshot, you're dead.
But that was quite the snipe, if I do say so myself.
I gotta say, this is my favorite set we've casted so far today.
Are you a Zelda fan?
I like Zelda, yeah. Like the games?
No, like...
Oh, the character? Yeah, I like Zelda.
Because Ven is such a softie on Twitter. He's like, I don't know why you get so much hate. Zelda this, Zelda that. It's like, bro, your Zelda's sick. Relax.
Zelda's sick.
Who cares what anyone says?
Ben.
Like, anyone who understands and appreciates the game will understand and appreciate Zelda.
I gotta say,
and he's one of the best too.
Oh, absolutely,
if not the best Zelda in the world.
And Ven is one of the main reasons I'm here. One of my favorite players. Whoa!
Did you see the vertical reach?
Oh, the sword sweep. That's the strongest hitbox of the night, where it swings its sword up and gets all the way up there.
And that's one of the highest platforms in the game.
How does it get all the way there? Oh, watch out. Watch your toes. Oh, I knew that was coming.
So many people in chat are learning just how ridiculous this Night Slash is.
Oh, my God. Look at how much Ven is running away with this game right now.
Hourglass. Jesus.
Oh. Yeah, this is looking difficult for Synergy right now. It's just once you're in a matchup like this, you know, where there's so many projectiles thrown around, there's so much options. I really like that counterplay. You drop the shield
absolutely.
And instantly use the invincibility from Nairu's Love. But like these matchups, these like slow play matchups where you have to like extend the advantage as much as possible.
Yeah.
And you have to win a bunch of interactions to win. These are hard to come back in. And Synergy did make that comeback in game one, but Ven right now is playing so immaculately. It seems like Synergy is having trouble finding those big openings they need.
Yeah, I feel like Synergy's first mistake was giving Ven this much space.
Yeah, on the stage, you mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Giving Ven this
you thought you were going to shield that night?
Yeah, no.
No.
Ven just too wise to it, already had this set up in his head.
Yeah.
Played out perfectly.
Oh, and good avoidance there on
nice
the down air.
Low recovery, absolutely. But that down smash is covering so many options. Ven is going to have to find another way to get back on besides roll. I mean, there you see what I'm talking about, is that Zelda is easily oppressed at the ledge.
Absolutely. I totally agree with
that shield?
Oh, man. Gotta be careful. Reset with a double down tilt. Okay, trying to catch the air dodge in.
You would expect a Nehru's Love right there.
Yeah.
But Ven playing a little too defensive, a little too reliant on the Knight in that scenario. Now he's pushing somewhat of an advantage state.
You're good. Don't worry. So one of the things, I think that's the only projectile you can actually react to from that range from Robin is the arc thunder. But at the same time, when you have like a game plan in your mind, you know like what you're going for. It's difficult to like instantly respond with that unless you like are waiting for Robin to say the words Arc Thunder or looking directly for that projectile. So
right.
I'm sure you know as an S player like exactly what you need to be ready for, what to react to these projectiles.
Absolutely.
And if you're already doing something else, you're not going to be ready to react.
Yeah, and a little call out to something that you had mentioned earlier is just, the little thunder stuffing out the Knight. I mean, that's a big deal. It looks like Synergy wasn't ready for it at that point, but
I really like that. I really like that setup there, trying to get the reset, but not going to succeed. At the same time, though, that makes you scared. That makes you like, okay, should I air dodge? Should I not air dodge? And then next time, maybe Ven is going to get it. Ooh,
if that was reflected, that was a stock for Ven.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
That would have been cool.
Look at Ven playing the corners. He's being so tricky. Look at the dash attack.
Oh, he's using the shield so effectively. And the aggressive options, these down tilts, they don't lead into anything, though.
No 11 sword online right now, so Ven has a little bit of leeway to play with, a little bit of stage control going his way. Does he take advantage of it? And he does. What a 4 tilt. I believe, is that going to bring us to a game 5?
No. Ven's up 2-1.
Oh, that's 2-1.
1, yeah.
Okay,
man. There was that one game that Ven stole, and it looked like it might have been Synergy's win, but no.
Oh, because of the lightning kick, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So Ven, 2-1 here, looking strong. Are you a Ven fan? Are you a Zelda fan?
I love Ven.
Yeah.
I love Ven. I hate Zelda. I love Ven.
Ven,
it's so annoying. Remember at the beginning of that game how we saw the Knight hit extremely high on the platform, then from onto the stage?
Killed it like 80.
I hate it because I see that all the time, and I hate when it happens to me, but just every single time it happens, it's like you're seeing it again for the first time. Like, why does that work?
Feels like the first time.
Absolutely, and here we're going back to... wow, that guard is saying no to all of those hits.
Yeah, it's like
actual bodyguard.
Yeah, that's it. That's the bouncer at the door saying, "All right, ID, please." And Robin's like, "I'm definitely 21."
Oh man. Yeah, no. Again, I feel like this is kind of a flub of a stage pick. I mean, this could be Town could be a comfort pick, absolutely for Synergy here, but just Ven is so good on this stage.
Yeah, it's really scary when, a player is better at your best stage than you are at your best stage, because you're like, okay, I got Town and City. I love Town and City. It's my favorite thing. And then Ven just claps you on it, and you're like, well, maybe not.
It makes you wonder what was banned, honestly, because, I mean, like, Ven just has so much room to play with here. And the stage control really matters. Look at the coverage from the Knight as well. Ven just being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Ven's coverage, and it's just been so immaculate.
Look at that reset. Beautiful stuff. Another one. We're not done yet.
Oh, okay. I was expecting a down air there because there was only a few angles that Robin can use to recover, and I think Ven might have been able to cover him. But the up tilt forward smash.
Okay.
Hello.
All right, Ven. Okay, Synergy's playing a little pressed right now.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, he's just moving his hair out the way.
Taking some time on the Angel platform. Gotta regain your headspace. Not let that get to you, but you're gonna have to make something huge happen here, Synergy, if you want this game, and if you want to stay in the winners bracket.
Yeah. Here we go with the basic Robin setups. Nothing wrong with being textbook, but Ven just seems to know how to avoid it. Look at that, 35, 50%. Ven just getting the sweet spots of everything right now.
I was thinking, I was watching for the Knight again. Another Knight sweep could have been the end.
Honestly. And Ven's so good at placing those as well. I feel like Synergy just hasn't been getting much out of his tomes at all since going to... Oh my god. Since going to Town. No.
Yeah.
Okay, Synergy, if you're watching this, no more Town. Against Ven.
No, not against Ven.
Not against Ven, no.
I bet
not against Ven.
Maybe, but not against Ven.
Ven is a Smashville Buccaneer, by the way. This man pounds Smashville.
Yeah?
He eats Smashville for breakfast, yeah. So I don't know if that was banned or what, but stages like PS2, and Town, like we just saw, those are not stages I would take Ven Zelda to.
Yeah.
The more space you give him, the more fun Ven is going to have running away from you and setting up that Knight.
Yeah.
That's just more fun for Knight to just slide around,
Absolutely, and, Ven's going to take all of that all the way to the bank and secure your stocks really, really early if he gets the chance. Because, I mean, all of Ven's kill options almost all of them are horizontal. Like, besides, sometimes you get a read with an up air.
Yeah,
smash,
which is rare, or Fiora's wind.
Yeah.
Which he didn't do that out of shield, like, at all.
Yeah, he did
Synergy
it
never gave him the opportunity.
one time in game 1 when he was up like 80% to 0, and then never again. So I'm wondering if there was just never a chance for it.
Yeah. No, because Synergy, he, for the most part, was zoning and playing far away, which was ending up being his downfall there because he just really couldn't get any big hits on Ven, but...
Yeah, that's one of the things, like I said, these mid-tier zoners have this, like, this game plan, this base game plan they always want to go for. And then when that doesn't work, it's sometimes difficult for them to adjust to a different
it's tilting. You got to adapt.
Yeah, you gotta come up with something new, and coming up with something new on the fly against a character that's doing what you do best better is hard.
And I will be the first to say that playing against Vin is tilting. Vin at a lead is so frustrating because all you want to do is just go in no matter what. But he's just going to send you out, man. And that Knight is nothing to play with.
Ooh, okay. We got a little bit of a spicy losers top 16 here. Sticky versus Mr. E. And Sticky is, I believe, a Utah Fox player who's got some pretty decent results recently. And versus Mr. E.
Yeah, Mr. E, the Marth from the Midwest, I believe, is where he resides. No, actually, I believe he's from New York, no? Or New Jersey, something like that. I think he's New York. I don't know, because people move around, but when I knew him, he was in New York.
I'm pretty sure New York. I'm pretty sure I've seen Mr. E on the New York PR before. He might have moved since then, but I believe I have seen him on the New York PR.
Yeah, and also an old homie of mine, too. We go way back to the All's Brawl ladder days.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that site? Were you playing Smash Bracket Brawl?
I was playing Smash Bracket Brawl, but not competitively. I started competitively in Smash 4. So
I see.
The All is Brawl is a little bit before my time, but I'm familiar with it. What's up?
So... I don't know if this was pools or not, but Mr. E got upset by Peruvian Flu.
Yeah.
Was this
I don't
in
know Peruvian
Pro Bracket?
It was in pools. It was in...
was it bracket pools? Do you start off in losers if you're sent to losers in pools? Oh, yeah. We haven't done round robin pools in so long. That's like an old head thing.
Oh, I miss round. I think round robin pools are really cool. I've always thought they were cool.
It gives you more games, which I think is awesome. But bracket pools is just so much more efficient.
Yeah.
Back then, we didn't have as many entrants to worry about, but now there's thousands of entrants and time constraints and whatnot.
Like 200 entrants to this event.
Yeah, everything's a business now. No one wants to stay awake until 4 a.m. watching a stream. People got to go home. We're adults now.
I know. I'm old. I'm old now. It's been too long.
Same, brother. I'll take a swig to that.
Yeah, cheers.
But yeah, yeah, so this is going to be interesting seeing Mr. E fight for his tournament life here against Sticky because I'm pretty sure Mr. E does have some good Fox experience under his belt. I don't even know if we're going to be seeing Sticky go Fox.
Okay, so we see the Lucina instead of the Marth.
Oh, that's right. It's Lucina in this game. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
my bad.
I'm pretty sure he was a Lucina player, but, it happens.
I'm just so used to him being a Marth from Brawl.
Yeah, I mean, when you played against him like a bunch of times, like as a certain character, you get that in your head.
Right.
Oh, is this the game?
No, this is absolutely a button check.
Just making sure. Sometimes I'm like, I'm never sure. Boxes be crazy.
Yeah, and I learned my lesson from Grand Finals when I saw the Kirby doubles match going on, like all 4 Kirbys, and we were just talking about like port priority in Brawl.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, oh wait, this is bracket, and they're like onto their last stocks, and we just were not commentating the match at all. We thought it was just the most intense button check.
In what was it? Back in Blood, a recent Oregon tournament. Some of the players, like while the stream was like getting set up, played a Randubs match on stream. But I could see the fact that they were playing Randubs. I was like, are they playing this match? Is this a real match? But they played the whole match as if it was like a real fight, but it wasn't a bracket match.
Were you guys commentating a button check?
Yeah, we comment. Well, it wasn't a button check. It was like a they weren't ready.
Warmer?
I don't know. They played an actual fight of Randubs. Like they fought it out. Because there was something going on with the stream. They weren't quite ready to have everything set up.
Yeah.
So they played a match, but it was just like, it's like, all right, well, I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna pretend that I'm gonna pretend that this is the real bracket because I don't know whether it is or not. And if it isn't, that's okay. If it is, well, I'm commentating it.
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. But in situations like that, it is always hilarious. Also, Paul, can you hear us? Can stream hear you? All right, just making sure. Cool.
Yeah.
So yep, we do have production. Oh no, nothing at all. I just want my good friend Paul near me at all times.
Oh.
All right, getting
Paul's
into
great.
game
Shout out
one.
to Paul.
Starting on FD, what an interesting pick.
Yeah, so Fox is one of the fastest fallers in the game. Probably the fastest faller in the game. And
It's been that way.
Yeah, I think it's always been that way. But yeah, he just has some ability to get out of vertical disadvantage through that ability to fast fall. But at the same time, Lucina, one of the best characters in the game at juggling.
Yeah,
so
it's a double-edged sword.
You have to. Yeah, both these characters are amazing at juggling. So it's similar to like Melee FD Marth versus Fox, and the fact that like both of the characters, when they get hit up in the air, are going to be taking a bunch of percent in that disadvantage. So both players going to be kind of beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah, I also like the bit of matchup knowledge coming through from Mr. E right here. You saw that Sticky did try to side B through to get to the center of the stage, but all you have to do to counterplay is just shield, and then Mr. E was ready with it with a Dolphin Slash.
Yeah, Dolphin Slash being such a powerful tool against characters like Fox who have the really, really safe on shield options. You have a fast get off me that sets up for an edge guard. That is exactly what you need against Fox.
Yeah. So we're just playing a very patient neutral. And that's just one thing that Mr. E likes to do is he likes to play patient.
Yeah, Mr. E, one of the most patient players in the game. I really like how he utilizes space, and he uses space basically as a resource. Every single time you see him give up or take space, it is a calculated decision. And I think he's one of the best players. I've seen it like being proficient and knowing when he can take space.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, Sticky right now is just trying to find a way to get hits. Mr. E's defense is just too strong.
Okay, see, looking for a nair on shield, but at the same time, it's just...
Sticky not even able to keep him on ledge for too long.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. E has been aggressive out of the corner multiple times, and when you're ahead, like I talked about in the Sonic set, if you are aggressive out of the corner, like, using that advantage of like having... of not caring if they hit you, yeah, you get the kill there, but...
Oh, answers back immediately with an aerial of his own. Honestly, this game has been really smooth for Mr. E so far.
Yeah, okay, here's a possible setup here for Sticky. Does get the reset. But, just a grab. I mean, Fox does not get much out of grabs. And once again, the aggressiveness out of the corner.
Wow, and even though Sticky did get the parry on Mr. E's falling up air, there was no punish to be had there. Sticky playing a little shaken.
Yeah, okay. And tries to get the dash attack follow-up, but Mr. E DIing up in a way.
Nothing, no conversions out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a little something. Good juggle. We doing Fox stuff.
Of course. The double up air.
And the back air. Very nice. Bringing things back to one stock apiece. That is what we needed. That explosion right there.
Yeah, Sticky even trying to get the mix-up on shield, seeing which side he could get on, but Mr. E, even with the Dolphin Slash to the left, still covers the one to the right.
Wow, and jumping into the second hit of the Nair. I mean, a little bit of momentum can go a long way, and so far Sticky is looking like he's doing a C2C, just carrying Mr. E across the stage. Can he land?
Oh, he's heating up right now.
He sure is.
You don't want to be fighting against a Fox who's heating up because at any point right now, 92%.
You already know! I thought that was the up smash, but it doesn't matter just like that! The tables have turned! What a conversion from Sticky!
Wow.
And it looks like the crowd popping off for their boy. You said Sticky's from Utah, no?
Yeah, Utah. The Utah crowd is out. I saw J Fly T here. I don't know who else is here from
Utah
is but
live.
I know a lot of them came out for this one. I mean, it's pretty close, right? To Vegas, Utah. It's not too far, right?
Yeah.
It's like right here, right?
Sister city. I believe to get to, well, I don't know how close it is to Salt Lake, but it's about a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, okay.
You're looking at a 4-hour drive.
Oh, yeah. So they definitely came out here in a big crowd, and Sticky beating Mr. E would be a huge thing for the Utah crowd. I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and just in general, too, I feel like that would be yet another upset.
I mean, I love to see upsets, but I'm also a big fan of Mr. E, so it's hard. I like both these players, and that's what happens,
Yeah.
Oh, parrying even. Not even just shielding.
Yeah, we're almost looking at a repeat of what was going on game one here. But Sticky making some adaptations here to keep things more close in the early game.
I really like Sticky's the way he converted those last few stocks. Ooh, I love the tech chase with the
Sakurai combos.
Yeah. But yeah, those conversions in the last two stocks with the up tilt to back air were just a really important thing because the first stock I think took to about 180 for Sticky, and obviously Mr. E will never let you win a game if you do that multiple times.
Yeah, oh my god, the downer to the up smash, but Mr. E somehow living that even with all of Sticky's rage.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
You guys didn't see it, but we just...
I had to.
It took a minute, but you're absolutely right. Speaking of Mr. E, getting away with this first stock right now, I mean, this is looking much closer than it was the first game. Got quite a lock right there, just going straight for the Dancing Blade, and now we're 2 stocks apiece.
Yeah, I mean, Fox's back air is usually lying when it kills, but I really liked how Sticky's been keeping it fresh. I think a very important point that Foxes do is they'll spam back air on shield over and over again and be like, why doesn't my back air kill? It's because it stalled 4 times.
Yeah.
Oh,
and here's the counter.
Yeah, that's dead.
And that's so strong. Lucina, do you know Lucina's counter multiplier?
Oh, like what? Like 1 point what?
Yeah,
yeah,
something like that.
It's like 1.3 or 4.
Is it really? Because that countering Firefox really hits like a truck.
Firefox does 23 damage.
Yeah, okay, so it naturally hits like a truck. So when it's being countered, yeah, expect to die around 80.
Yeah, so, and Fox really like characters, so the fact is, you know, if you're in the corner, and she turns around when she hits you with it too. So it's just a massive, it's a multiplier, plus it already does a ton of damage, and yeah, if Mr. E catches you in the corner, you are not surviving a Firefox.
Yeah, so
counter.
pretty much you might be SOL if you're recovering low.
Absolutely.
Hey, so if you're out of resources with a Fox, just don't be. Oh, there's an up smash. Just throwing it out. Very light-esque up smash right there. Catching Mr. E's short hop in neutral.
Yeah, wow, that was a really incredible catch because Mr. E had been sort of short empty hopping a lot, trying to fake out Sticky, but that time Sticky was just like, okay, you're gonna empty hop, you're gonna throw nothing out. I got something for you.
Yeah.
Kicks.
And a lot of the times as Lucina, oh no tag.
Yeah.
That was
rough, buddy.
very livable, but I mean, you don't really expect to have to tech things like that, but you always should be prepared. Mr. E is going to take that. We are 1-1 apiece. I was going to say, though, as Lucina, a lot of your gameplay will be from aerials. A lot of your spacing you have to be in the air for.
Yeah.
Unless you're running back and, you know, aside from tilts and things like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Retreating bears. You see Mr. E do a lot of landing up airs close to people as well. And we've seen Sticky struggle to punish options like that. So if you're calling out when Mr. E is going to go into the air, you're shutting down a major part of his game plan.
Yeah, and that was really important, I think, as a way to get a kill. But at the same time, like, even though he found that kill like that, Mr. E just adapted and kept his conversion strong, kept his corner pressure really strong, and once again, it was a story of being in the corner, just like our previous match. When you're in the corner versus Lucina, she's going to find you with either that fly swatter or something. You know, she's gonna forward air you, she's gonna counter
just
you.
Sweet spots everywhere too. It hurts. And now we are going to be going to small battlefield. I love this for both characters. This is going to be a really good match because we're going to be seeing insane juggles going both ways. Or, you know, just Sticky playing the game from the ledge like he's been doing.
Yeah, it could be not playing the game at all.
Yeah, Mr. E and the back air. That's the stock. Yeah. Starting things off with a 0 to death, Mr. E.
Wow, yeah, I mean, Sticky was stuck between a rock and a hard place there because if you side B early, you die. If you don't side B early, you die.
Hey, but look at this advantage state coming in from Sticky. We are answering back. These are the games that we are here for.
I love the, you beat me up, I beat you up.
Exactly. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Absolutely.
They just have to take time to flex their Twitter clips, you know?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, it's
all
all
just a
about
montage. It's just a montage set. You love to see it.
Oh,
so.
Okay. Fighting out of the corner again is Mr. E. He loves these aggressive options out of the corner because it really is difficult for Fox to
track down.
Oh.
You saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
There was so much imagination.
In my mind's eye, I saw the up smash, but he went for the grab.
The safe stuff, but he ends up getting the stock anyways.
Okay, I want to talk again. 0 stale moves in the queue for that back air. Really important. That's not killing if it's stale. And you know, like, just Fox is so important to get the kills, but
wow, Sticky
playing not in time.
Yeah, Sticky was playing very slippery with the recovery right there. Caused Mr. E to actually whip guaranteed back air.
72 off a single combo.
Yep, that's small battlefield for you.
Yeah, I really like how Sticky extended that. And this big lead that was on Mr. E's side is quickly evaporating, 96%. All he needs is one more big hit in the corner.
And the rapid jabs, too. I love it. Just keeping things simple, straight to the point. And look at that, just running up, grabbing. Mr. E not ready to respond to it.
3 lasers has unstaled his back air. But now another stale one.
Great response, but you can't be doing that. Mr. E expects the side Bs at this point.
That's after Sticky played so well all stock, a rare misstep from him, and that's going to cause his stock to go away, and now Mr. E has that advantage, and you got to be careful, but okay.
Man, I'm telling you, this is that game.
Oh, yeah.
This is that game. Okay, Sticky, relax.
Oh, he ain't cooling down.
Huge.
3 up airs.
Never mind. I feel like he heard me. He was like, nah, watch this. 75%.
And
in a matter of
climbing.
seconds, yeah. Mr. E needs to touch the ground.
And wow.
Oh! Oh! Okay, I haven't seen...
The crowd is getting loud for Fox the Cloud right now.
I have not seen Dare to Nair up smash.
No.
Everyone knows that falling Nair to up smash is like a kill confirm bread and butter.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you can confirm into the kill confirm.
Did you know that you can dare into dare? You can dare
Actually?
loop people? Yeah. Is
it character specific or weight specific?
It's character specific. It's weight specific, yeah. I think it's
weights in units or
I think
fastball?
It's fastball speed specific. But I've seen who did Base Mage? Base Mage did it against Samus. And he pulled out a triple dare loop into an up smash or
Base
something
Mage
like
was
that.
using Fox?
Yeah.
This
was at the Back and Blood pre-local. He went all Fox. But anyway,
Wow,
he was like, I can dare loop with Fox too.
That's insane that he manages to find the characters that just have these locks. Excellent recovery with the air dodge there.
Okay,
Right.
no big punish. Okay, in the corner there, it's difficult to find a big conversion, but Sticky went with the highest upside move of down tilt. Still, though, not finding a follow-up, and Mr. E is doing what he did in almost every single game and taking a huge advantage on this first stock, but it hasn't seemed to matter because Sticky always finds a way to come back into it.
Yeah, and it just has to go to those adaptations that Sticky makes. It's like he could be down, but he's never out because he does have that fighting spirit. And just like that, we're seeing up air to a sweet spotted up air just like this. Oh, boy. Oh, he pulled the trigger on that one, but Mr. E was ready. And again, Mr. E taking the first stock, but will it matter? Will Mr. E maintain a lead?
That killed off the top? I've never seen Dolphin Slash kill off the top like that. That's super weird.
Yeah, because it was that awkward back hit
Back
box.
hit, right? Yeah. And I bet Sticky
Nice
was going
shield.
wrong for that anyway.
I'm-
Okay, all right.
I'm very surprised.
Sticky, maybe he got a little bit too much of that fox in him.
Yeah, which is pretty much a dog.
Yeah. Some people got a dog in them. Sticky got a fox in him.
You know, I really like Mr. E's down air punishes. He's just getting the meteor bounce. He's not really getting... yeah, that's a counter. Or a down air. Never mind. More down air punishes.
Whatever it was, Mr. E's never dropping that edge guard.
Yeah, whatever it is, the Fox is in the blast zone on his last stock. So, I mean, okay, Mr. E's doing a great job. He has a full stock advantage. How will Sticky respond? Because so far we've seen him respond every single time.
Like this?
Yeah, and
like
this is
that?
how we get things started,
Like this
baby.
and like that,
Hold
like
on.
this and, oh, man.
We are cooking.
He is going. He's going in every single time. And
Yeah, had my
once
boy
again-
Jet feeling the rhythm for a second.
man.
Hold up.
He still has only gotten hit once now, and
Look at
Mr. E
this.
had a full stock lead.
Now
Full
we're
stock lead,
closing
and now
the gap.
He's at
Oh! That's the light right there. That is
Yeah.
100% the light read. Light loves to forward smash at the ledge. Jeez.
yeah, and he was going for the reel back of
Oh,
the
no
reel back
job.
of the S smash to try to get you. Oh yeah, goodbye.
Wow.
I like the idea.
I mean,
Fox has a little bit of a reel back when he charges the S smash. Tried to outspace the get up attack, but it was just a little bit too close.
yeah, that read was kind of like, if it hits, I win the game potentially. If it doesn't, then, you know, a lot was going on Sticky just taking that stock right there.
I like to ask people about this. Okay, all right. If you are behind, do you need to take more risks or play more safely?
You know, I think that's loaded just because it depends on a number of factors.
Sure.
One, it's like the matchup.
Right.
You know, like, is the character that you're playing against, like, for instance, super glassy, like Little Mac, Doc, someone that you can really push an advantage state on?
Let's say this
or-
matchup. You're Fox. You're behind against Lucina. Are you taking more risks or are you playing more safe?
If you're as far behind as Sticky was, I believe that Sticky did make the appropriate choice to go for a risk because a lot of the times that forward smash does catch people on the ledge off guard because a lot of people do like to neutral get up. But again, Mr. E's just too wise. He understands the matchup and he knows what to look out for. So ultimately, he was prepared.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to take the risk. Sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes high risk, high reward.
That's
you know,
why.
that's what it's
why
all
it's
about.
a risk, right?
Yeah, and that's what this whole match has been between these two players is high risk, high reward. You love to see it. I mean, that just kind of goes to the explosiveness of Fox, too. It's like, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, I mean, Fox is like a bomb. He's going to explode on you, or you're going to explode him.
And there it goes. Looks
wow,
like he was the one getting
18%,
exploded. Okay.
Not big enough to get anything more than a 2-hit combo.
Yeah, but this advantage state is going hard off the ledge right now.
Oh, okay,
Yep,
still
67 and growing. Nice run-up grab. Just calling out Mr. E's shield. And a panic dolphin slash there. Mr. E definitely expected Sticky to try to overwhelm him there.
Yeah, but that time Sticky was just not ready for it. And sometimes it's hard to get the punish when you're not ready for something counter.
Wow.
Goodbye. Mr. E getting another free stock, going to the bank to collect that one.
I like how many options Mr. E has when Fox is out of recovery resources. You could drop down there, time a down air. You could drop down there and counter. You could drop down back air. Like, Fox with no recovery options is just pretty much a sitting duck. He might as well just be named Duck at that point.
Yeah. And Mr. E's been dropping down in the correct timing, that if Fox goes for an early up B, he can get a down air. If he goes for a late up B, he can get a counter. So it's the correct timing for basically all of the options. And now, once again, Sticky is in the corner.
What a down tilt!
Oh.
I like that. Just recovering just high enough to screw up the spacing and timing of Mr. E's down tilt at the ledge there. Sticky's going to have to get back up, though. It doesn't look like it's going to happen until we get a fresh
Same situation as
stock.
last game.
And you never want to play this far behind. Not a second time.
Oh, not again. But we saw last time Sticky go almost to full stock without getting hit.
Let's see if he learned from his mistake from last game. If he does manage to keep things that close again.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Foe, he's in the corner.
Yeah, like, you got to get out of there. Mr. E is a menace when it comes to keeping Sticky on the ledge. Good roll in. I actually like that a lot, but Mr. E just jumping. Again, we're seeing Mr. E get away with a lot of these short hops.
Oh, yeah. Mr. E kind of getting away with murder when he's ahead, but
Sour spot! Dash attack getting the DI in to an up smash. Confirmed that was sexy.
we saw him go for it last time, but this time he finally got that confirm he was looking for. And but he's in the corner again.
Yeah.
How is Sticky going to get out of
Oh my
this?
god, this short hop, so much pressure coming out from Mr. E. Great in there. Fox is out of resources. This is the game. No, it's not. Mr. E.
The rare miss, and now it's Fox's time to shine. Nope.
No, he puts himself down. Good tech.
Okay, oh.
Mr. E calling out the patience at the ledge. Oh my god. Okay, neutral. We're playing melee now.
We're
melee
playing,
Fox, yeah.
We're back to neutral. We got the lasers. And he
Oh!
catches the roll away.
Here we go.
Up there.
This could be what we needed, but Mr. E just gently landing, floating down, as I would like to say, gracefully to the stage.
Game 5, last stock potential.
Don't side B back on. Don't side B back on. Mr. E is ready with the dolphin slash every single time, and that's one thing that he won't miss.
Such an unfortunate ending for Sticky. After all of that, he came back literally 4 games. Like, he was down an entire stock 4 games out of those 5, and he made it back into the possibility to get it, and it all ends on gambling on a side B above the ledge.
Honestly, congratulations to Mr. E continuing on through the loser side
bracket.
top 16, but it is sad to see Sticky go. I mean, his Fox was epic to watch. It's just like, bro, having to play from behind every single game is rough. That's an uphill battle you don't want to have to take.
Especially against like Mr. E. I mean, he's killing you off one interaction, and you're behind, but you still make the comeback. Like,
yeah. Sticky is definitely going to have a lot to learn after that, though, because I feel like the W's escaped his grasp so narrowly every single time, but Mr. E just, at the end of the day, was the better player.
Absolutely. Paul, are we switching over?
Congratulations to him. Yeah, no, we're connecting a Pro controller right now.
Last one here, and then
is this the last of our block?
Last of top 12, and then we're going to go down and cast on the stage.
Ah, sick. So we're going to be taking a break after this one. Okay,
cool.
Yeah, it probably doesn't sound like we're talking to anyone, but we are talking to production in the back.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Hey,
unless you guys want to do Babunski and Toru, I don't know.
Man,
what
I'm cool with whatever, man. I mean, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
We'll just go down and do that one. I think it's fun.
Yeah, because the other stage is doing Chase and Zerg on the main stream. So
okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you say Zerx?
Zerg.
Where's Zerg from?
C player from
Sick. Oh, yeah, we definitely did have a lot of Utah, SoCal. randomly New York. Is anyone else here from New York?
I don't think so.
Okay, so Mr. E must have been here on vacation because I got a call from Nexus, which is like a SoCal
I know Nexus,
Falco player. Yeah, and he was like, "Hey man, what's up? I'm chilling with Mr. E and like some other guys. You should hang out." I guess they got like a hotel down here. Cool. Yeah, so I guess Mr. E was just in town,
Vibing, having a good time.
And
Playing
now
some
here
Smash
he is
Bros. Why
competing.
not?
Yeah, why not? Showing us what he's made of.
Yeah, I mean, still has a bit of a bracket to fight through, though. I mean, obviously, Mystery, one of the favorites to, I think he was, third, fourth seed, something like that. And,
He had to have been. I don't see
mean,
who would have been above him.
Yeah, exactly. So you're never happy when you're upset early, but at the same time, like, I feel like that's what makes, like, the best players is the ability to, like, take a loss like that in stride and just keep fighting all the way through, not letting it get to you, still playing your game plan and still making sure you're keeping it tip top. Exactly.
Absolutely, yeah. Synergy versus Mr. E. Now, one thing I can tell you off top is that Robin is a very obscure character. You're not going to find a ton of people around the world that are just like, oh yeah, I know the Robin matchup. I know the frame data of all the tomes. I know counterplay to Arcfire at the ledge. Like you're just not going to see it.
Yeah. I feel like Mystery has done that online grind though, and
he is a Wi-Fi warrior.
When you are a Wi-Fi warrior, you will play against Robin because there's a select few Robins that are online and they're like amazing at what they do. So you have to know the matchup at least a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if Mystery was just at least knowledgeable. Maybe not the best at the matchup, but at least knowledgeable about what to do.
Yeah, and it is a fellow Fire Emblem character as well. But that's not how you want to start the game. Getting hit by a full stage. Okay, I was about to say.
Don't worry.
Wait. Oh, okay.
They're just.
I'm about to just start commentating. I'm doing the jet strat, just playing it safe. You got to start commentating.
Well, so I think that screen up there, the top one, is the one that's live. So the players can't the stream can't see what's going on. They probably hear what's going on. Probably hear a couple slashing.
So which screen are you looking at? Are you looking at this one?
That one. The top one.
Okay, yeah. I for whatever reason when I
commentate, I look at that one. When I'm like figuring out what to do, I look up.
Okay, I was in the habit of looking at this one when I commentated. Plus, it was helpful because we'd be talking to each other.
Absolutely.
But then I was like, this one's easier on the neck. So let me just look forward.
I switch back. When I look over at you, I look at that one.
Exactly.
It's convenient. I look at that one.
I mean, it's hard not to see the game when there's 8 screens in front of you. We got the little baby ones at the bottom.
By the way, shout out to the HyperX Arena for having
it's beautiful.
This amazing place to play, as well as just an amazing setup for commentary, just a top-tier equipment.
Production is top-notch, bro. If you're not coming down to the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada,
you are messing up.
Yeah, you're messing up, dude. And even if you're not playing in tournament, let's say you got upset or whatever, bro, we got one of the dopest bars in the world downstairs. As a matter of fact, well, the camera's not on us right now, but you'll be able to see a dope bar behind us. Yeah, we got a bar upstairs. We got a bar downstairs. Yeah. Hey, there we are. You see that? Right there? The lights back there?
Oh, yeah,
it's beautiful.
That's the other bar?
Oh, my God.
Right here. There we go. Right here.
Yeah.
You see this beautiful bar right here?
I'm trying to hit that after my blog, bro.
But also,
get a nice chug jug.
If you aren't into drinking, there's pop-up brackets for doubles, pop-up brackets for singles.
Tons of friendlies,
as well as ladder matches. So, if you didn't come to Edgeguard 2, come to Edgeguard 3, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be happening. It'll be popping, and it's going to be a hell of a time.
Yeah. Man. No, as you said, it's a beautiful venue. I mean, just look at the stage, man.
Nobody does production value like this.
This is built on dreams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Right here in the Luxor, damn.
At the Luxor, you made it.
You made it.
If you are building a venue on the Las Vegas Strip, you have made it.
Absolutely. It was awesome. I saw. I was driving, and I saw this all the way from past the airport. I flew in, and I was like, "That's where I'm gonna be commentating." That's so sick.
Isn't that hype?
Yeah. If you can see it on a plane, that's what's up. All right. We're playing some Nooch right now.
Yeah, and on FD too. So this is what has to be striked here. Who's striking what? Because typically, who's striking PS2 and Smashville? Right. Those are these stages. You know what I mean?
So Mr. E is striking Smashville, and probably Synergy is striking Battlefield. So I guess those were at least 2 of the strikes. I don't know exactly what else happened, but I'm betting on those ones.
Bunch of stuff in between there. But so far, we're off to pretty much a perfectly even game.
Yeah, what an interesting stall with Nosferatu there.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
saw
just,
that, right? Cutting his double jump short just so he can grab the ledge a little bit quicker. And the one thing that Robin love to do with their 11 sword aerials is to just stuff out people's short hops. And that's going to be a big deal because just last match when Mr. E was fighting against Sticky, we talked about if you could shut down a Mr. E short hops, you're shutting down a big part of his game plan.
That's amazing that what you were talking about happened 3 times in the sentence you were saying it. But speaking of shutting it down, that fly swatter right there is going to get the stock against Robin, who doesn't exactly have a good way to mix up the recovery vertically.
Right.
The only thing you can do is those horizontal changes with that Arc Thunder charge cancels. So it's a little bit difficult to run away from a character like Lucina, who's going to be able to catch you vertically very easily.
Man, and even though this is pretty close, I feel like Synergy's playing this extremely commanding here.
Out of the corner.
And you could see Mr. E's trying to find some sort of counterplay to get right back. Just air dodges in between the fire and the Robin and gets the stock.
What? How did Mr. E get the stock there first?
What an
Synergy was at
interesting
45%.
exchange.
You got to be teching those, bro.
Yeah, he was not ready. I mean, Dolphin Slash is fast and all, but come on now.
Yeah, and
What a juggle.
and as we saw, Synergy take an early lead. Mr. E with that huge conversion makes it a giant mountain to climb for Synergy as the 11 sword drops, and Mr. E just hanging out in the corner, and this could be it.
Wait,
oh, you can't be doing that.
Momentum shifted greatly, and all it took was that one Dolphin Slash. It was one misplay that Mr. E ended up taking advantage of that ultimately just gave him a very solid game 1.
Absolutely, and Robins, like I said, they don't have a lot of mix-ups in the corner coming out of the side, so he tried to use that side B as a like counterattack. Sometimes it's like, okay, the mix-up is I'm going to throw this out, but when Mystery's below you and can just react, double jump back air you,
yeah,
like that's a thing where you just have to know not to do that. It's a simple simple strategy flaw.
Yep. It's just something that you'll have to take with you going into this game 2 here. And, it's just like little adaptations that you have to make. So we may be looking at a different game 2. I mean, honestly, that wasn't bad from Synergy.
No. I'm not saying overall strategy was flawed. It's just when you make a decision that is objectively wrong. You can't be doing that again, right? Like, we got to see if he learns from that. We got to see if when Mystery's below him, if he goes for another side B, because Mystery can react. If you ever do something like Fox's side B straight onto Mystery's shield, Mystery can react to that and kill you. So, we saw Sticky didn't quite get the adaptation. Still kept side being onto his shield, died for it, lost the set. This time, Synergy, we'll see if you can make the changes in the strategy.
And honestly, it's good that you bring up the last set because there's certain things that you could learn from. I mean, if you're watching Mr. E at all, which I know that Synergy was watching closely, he knows to look out for things like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's just It's hard though because there's so many things going on in your head when you're playing a set of Smash. There's there's the fact that your opponent you're playing against. There's the matchup you're playing. There's the game plan you're implementing, and then there's you can't always be thinking because if you're always trying to think, you're going to be too slow. You have to.
Yeah, it'll actually take you out of focus. It'll take you out of the zone if you start thinking about too many factors.
Absolutely. So you got to be in that flow state, that ability to know what to do at the right time, to act accordingly to the things that you've learned, and just sort of implement the things that you're thinking about in the back of your mind, but not be too focused on them. So it's hard.
Do you have a Metafy or something? I feel like you're kind of senseiing us right now on the stream.
I'm not having Metafy.
Yeah,
but,
drop the Metafy, bro.
I'm just talking about the idea of competitive games. Of competition is being able to
fundamentals.
The fundamentals, exactly. To act accordingly and to use what you've learned without actively thinking about it. It's that passive adaptation.
It's like it becomes autopilot.
Right, exactly. And there's a small difference between autopilot and
conditioning?
active focusing. You're focused on what's happening. You're not autopiloting, but you're also not thinking about every action that you do. There's a fine line between the two. Because if you're autopiloting, you're going to do the same thing every time. Then you're going to be predictable. But, flipping back and forth between multiple options in rock, paper, scissors situations, knowing when you need to mix up mix up your recovery, things like that is not like you said. It takes you out of the game if you think about it too much. So
you're saying eventually it just becomes second nature.
right, exactly, and that's one of the things that playing 10,000, 15,000 hours of Smash will do to you is you are already ready. You have a bevy of mix-ups that you don't have to think about. You know what you can do, so you just choose an option from your bag of tricks, essentially.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you know all about that. You've been how long you been competing?
Since I was 13.
Since you were 13?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I've been
been
watching
quite a while.
you play for at least 6 years.
Dang, that had to have been what, Smash 4?
I watched you play Smash 4. I was a big fan of you in Smash 4.
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna put you to the test right now.
Okay.
What's your favorite set of mine?
Ooh.
Let's see if he's a real fan or not.
Ooh, okay.
There's one in specific that everyone always brings up to this day.
Really?
To this day.
To this day.
Yeah, I'll talk about it after that.
Okay. Man. I can't think of my favorite set. I'm sorry. I was a casual fan in Smash 4. Of the game. So I watched a lot of sets and I was like, oh, Fo's playing. I'm excited because I played Ness.
Oh, so I was hype.
You were hype. You were hype. It wasn't like okay, I'm gonna watch every set. I know exactly what's gonna happen. So I'm sorry for not knowing the exact set. What's the set people bring up?
PAX. I believe it was PAX 2016. Me versus Wizrobe.
Oh.
And it was Ness versus Sheik.
Ness versus Sheik.
And that pop-off that I did was in so many compilations.
All right.
Like, actually, like I said, people do bring this up. Someone just brought that up, like, yesterday. I'd be like, yo,
damn.
Fo, like, dude, it's an honor to meet you, bro. Like, yo, you're set against Wizrobe. Like, bro, that was so many years ago. But, like, that's
crazy.
It made such an impact. Yeah, it made such an impact. It's actually hilarious. It looks like we got a little bit of, I think there were some tech issues going on.
Yeah, I don't know. The
setup is lagging. Oh, that's not good. Is that the setup or is that the adapter?
I don't know, man.
I guess the world will never know.
One of the problems about having a game that has there's so many different things that are connected to it, right? You got the monitors, you got the fact that it's going through the capture card, you got the adapter. Sometimes it's like not the first party adapter, so people are like, oh, the adapter's bad. It's hard to know. It's hard to know exactly what's wrong.
Did you hear about the adapters at Ludwig's Invitational?
I heard people were mad about him. What happened?
There's some tweet. I remember Frog, who's a local Bayonetta around here.
Yeah, I know Frog.
He unplugged his controller and the coat. I don't know what the thing is.
Oh,
but
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So the controller was plugged in,
it was
but the
too
plastic
tight.
around it came off.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. The little thing that plugs into the adapter, you pull it out and it stayed in there, right?
Yeah. So sometimes, not all adapters are made equally. So just keep that in mind when you're going adapter shopping. You may want either the main party ones or some good quality third party ones.
The worst adapters of all time are the Smash GG adapters, not the Star GG adapters. Those don't exist.
Those were the Smash GG adapters that they were using. Are you talking about the red ones that just say GG? Rip.
I bought
so many controllers.
I bought 6 of those for maybe more. I think I bought 8 because I was like, all right, these are $4. I'm gonna buy a bunch of them, and if they're garbage, I will never use them, and if they're good, great. So my friend plugs in his controller to it, and we play. He's like, it seems mostly fine. He tries to pull his thing out, and it just pop. Front part comes out, and I'm like, okay, never using these ones again.
Bro, that's like the equivalent of a vending machine eating your dollar. You plug your controller in, it may never come out, and if it does, it may never be the same.
Bro, it can never.
It goes through a lot of trauma going into those adapters. So just don't learn from Jet's mistake here. Don't do it.
Never use the Smash.
Never use the Smash. That's good advice because
there's a reason they were given away for $4.
Yeah, I only use me personally, I still have the Wii U adapter.
Yeah, that's
the
one I have.
Fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also have I do like the Panda Global adapter. The one that you can put your Switch on top of and have it portable.
Whoa, what? That's a thing?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really
That's
cool.
Dope.
We're not sponsored by Panda Global. Panda Global, if you're out there.
Hey, hook a brother up.
Hit us up.
More.
But yeah, it's a really cool thing. Yeah, basically, it's got it's got the little USB-C plug on top, and you can put your Switch on top of that.
Yeah, I've seen those before, but I didn't know that Panda Global made those adapters.
Yeah, Panda Global. They were going to make the Panda Global controller too, but then you know, it just kind of fell through.
A, B, and C.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's sad.
No, like after tournaments, actually, a lot of the times I will we'll set up a table where it's just like put the Switch on a dock, just start playing it.
Vibe.
I've never been able to do that myself though, but that sounds so hyped.
Yeah.
To just be able to hook up and play on a GameCube
Look
controller.
at, I found it.
That's
My
my
goodness.
yeah. There we go.
Oh, there
Ultimate
it is. We're
GameCube
pulling it up
adapter.
on stream.
Is
Is that the Panda one? Is
that's
that the
Panda
exact
one? Yeah, absolutely.
It's not even $20, bro.
No, wait.
Is that
No,
adjusted for inflation?
No,
That's
that's
missing stuff. Hold
that's
on.
missing
There-
some
Oh.
stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, $74, $40, something like that.
Oh,
$49.99.
damn. Is there a way you could zoom in? I can't read that.
It's kind of a little
Text is
blurry
all
on the
squiggly.
text for us, but that's all right. Yeah. Oh, there we go. $89.99. Cool.
All
Yeah.
right, so let's see.
That's I think that's how much I paid for mine.
Is that with the travel case?
I think that might have been everything.
That's everything?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to
I
say,
didn't get a
no way,
travel
that's
case for
20
mine,
bucks,
so
bro.
maybe I think just the travel case was $20.
Oh, I see.
That might make sense. So yeah, oh man, yeah, it's a cool thing, but you know, little pricey, but it still works pretty well. I'm
right.
a big fan of it.
Well, it looks like Panda Global getting a free shout out right there. I mean, honestly, I think that's good to know if you're a Smash player overall, someone who's a big fan of the game and especially likes playing while you're out and not just from your setup at home, which most people are. I mean, that's the point of the Switch, was to be able to play while you're out.
I think the biggest advantage of it is warming up when there's no friendly setups.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a thing of the past, and that's such a great point because you literally don't have to worry about not having enough setups. If you need to get your games in,
you are the setup.
Exactly. You're bringing it with you. That little, how many inches? That's not even. That's like has to be like an 8-inch.
Yeah, something
Switch.
like that. It's a little
tiny little thing.
Tiny
but
thing. If you can carry your Switch around, you can carry that around.
and that's going to decide whether or not you're ready for the tournament or not. Isn't that insane,
You're afraid I
man?
found something.
Living in 2022. What was that,
Absolutely.
Paul?
I found something.
You found something.
Yeah, look straight ahead.
It's the pop off.
Oh, here it is. Oh, look at that. 2-2.
here it
Look
is,
at my
here it is.
percents, bro.
77. Oh! Oh, I've totally seen this. I have totally seen this.
Yo, look at the
before.
crowd. Look.
Yeah!
People start standing up,
Yeah!
bro. People start standing up. Yo,
There we go.
even the
There
arena
we
recognizes
go.
this one, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
And then the collapse because I winded myself off after that one,
Dude,
bro.
popping off too hard hurts.
No, for real. Oh,
Oh.
man, that was back in the younger days, you know,
Yup.
young and full of energy.
Had that
Woo!
that crazy hair.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, I still do, but,
Yeah, but it's a little-
these
little
days I'm a
balled
little
up,
bit
yeah.
more reserved. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure, for sure. Oh, I love that.
Oh, my hair
All
is
right.
just as long.
So,
if I wanted to, I could.
Sorry. Apparently, they are playing the match off stream.
Oh, it
They're
looks like
gonna
the match is
finish it
being played
off
off
stream.
stream. So what
Yeah.
are we looking at right
We're
here?
done.
We're done?
Yeah, we're gonna move it over to the main channel.
All right. Thank
Oh,
you, everybody,
sorry,
for
guys.
tuning in. We're going to
Yeah.
move over to the main channel. So if
Yeah.
you are not already tuned in to VGBC 1
Yep.
or just VGBC, twitch.tv/VG Bootcamp. You know where it is. You're on VG Bootcamp 2. Just take that 2 in the URL.
Follow, like, and subscribe.
Yeah. Like, follow, subscribe.
And
remove
also,
the 2.
Don't forget to follow Jet. Go ahead and shout out your
Hey,
Twitter.
Jet SSB on Twitter right here. And then,
Yep,
obviously,
Faux Skate on Twitter if you guys want to give a follow. If you enjoyed the commentary, let us know. Give us your thoughts and opinions. If there's anything that you think that can be improved on, go ahead. If you thought we got off track a little bit, go ahead. Just let us know your thoughts. Everything is being considered. Other than that, it has been an honor commentating with you.
Pleasure.
For the first time, too, I feel like we had a lot of synergy
we were
going
vibing.
into it.
Synergy.
We were
I like
vibing. Yeah. I mean, okay, to be fair.
There was a lot
we
of
did that.
synergy.
There was Synergy,
Chase,
Sonic,
Mystery.
and Mystery.
Yeah. We got the quad
It's the
going.
wordplay, bro. It's the wordplay. But yeah, we'll catch you guys downstairs.
See you soon.
Peace out.